Yes, I'm having.
Already thrown it at a few faces. Yep. I was like, hey, if you want to see me play D&D terribly, here you go.
I do the same thing.
No one's died yet.
That's always a plus.
Things will happen.
Stuff. Stuff and things. Yes, I know. I realized that after I said that.
I made affiliate on Twitch.
Congrats.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey.
Welcome
Yes.
back.
So, funny story, Shinji is my original laptop that I thought was supposed to be balls to the walls, amazing to use for streaming. But it was made broken, and I was also given broken promises. And so I called him Shinji because I was like, get in the Ava, Shinji! Because it was a freaking struggle every time I streamed with him, I swear to God. And so when it was time for me to just be like, Shinji's just not up for this, I bought an actual tower and named her
Thankful.
Asuka. She was up for the job.
Ooh,
Badass.
a story time?
Apparently.
True to her name. She gets in the Ava every time and she whoops ass. That is my Asuka. And that's where I am. But I wanted to be comfy on my couch. I was like, son of a bitch.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so since I am late, okay. I'm addicted to the feeling, getting higher than the ceiling. And we're never gonna want this fucking feeling to end. Just concede and give in to your inner demons again.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Right?
Yeah. Good luck.
Is it bad that I want her to be? Is it bad I want you to be late every week just so we get a little bit of music time every week?
You guys are making me blush. Stop it. I'm like, I'm practicing. I love it, so I'm glad you guys enjoy it.
Yay. Good.
Okay, I am putting there we go. All right, and the link to the thing, because let's see, link. Okay.
New game links.
Everyone make sure that you've leveled up.
Yeah. Yep.
How was Valentine's, by the way?
Hmm?
Valentine's. Well, it was wonderful. It really was.
Yeah.
Eh.
Eh? Who? Oh. Okay. All right. Who gave you the eh? And who needs their asses kicked? I want
Yeah, no,
names.
was that? I don't know who that was. Hmm.
I was like, you let me know, and I will beat their ass because everyone deserves to have a wonderful holiday, even St. Patrick's Day. Let's get sloshed, respectfully. Ian. I heard it. Okay.
Mm, Donovan's probably gonna grab his sword and go see what's going on. Uh, yeah, I'll put on his armor. It's like better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
One moment. Someone asked in chat. Oh, okay, you saw it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
It's reset. That always. There
Are
we
you
go.
on OBS?
Nah, I use Streamlabs. Sometimes
Okay.
the
My
settings
OBS
just randomly like reset though.
It did for me my last stream too. My
Yeah,
OBS
I
reset,
just
and I
fixed
had to
it.
go through it and refix it.
You know, we'll just
Mm-mm.
reread our little intro here. It wasn't too long.
No.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no
go
worries.
ahead.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
so
short.
that's I'm kind of sad by that. Yeah, I didn't pick it up. So rereading of my intro here. So sleep did not come easily in Barovia. The weight of the past few days, your sudden arrival, the unsettling encounter with Strahd, the lord of these lands, and just the general gloom of this forsaken place is kind of pressed in hard upon you, even in your dreams. The walls of the burgomaster's house offered some shelter, but little in the way of comfort. The fire in the hearth had long since dwindled to embers, and the chill of the Barovian mist seeped through the cracks in the walls and the broken window panes. Then, in the early hours of the morning, something stirs. A sound, faint at first, but persistent. It's a scratching noise. Scrape, scrape, scrape. It drags you from your uneasy sleep, prickling at your senses. The noise comes from outside. Fingernails, or perhaps claws against wood and stone. The village beyond the shuttered windows is eerily silent, aside from this scraping noise, and the ever-present mist has pulled in close, right up against the broken glass, where it kind of just swirls around, as if waiting for something. And then another sound, this one a bit louder, a guttural moan, distant, but growing closer. Something is out there, and it is not alone. Alright, so yeah, we have Donovan is currently up and putting on his armor. Tristan is getting confirmation from Donovan that he's not dreaming and that something is out there. And what are Kardama and Dakota doing in their room?
Getting dressed.
Cardama's
Grabbing
already
weapons.
up and has her weapons ready to go and
Nice.
is preparing to leave with Dakota.
Yeah, so all of you kind
Yep.
of emerge out into the hallway. Just as Irina comes out from the room that was between the two rooms you guys were sharing, and Ismark comes out from across the hall. Both of them are in, their armor and have weapons ready. Looking a bit groggy since it's probably about like 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. And yeah, and then so Ismar kind of looks at you all and he says, I assume you hear it. They normally don't. I thought it was over, but well, I suppose we should go out there and see what see what's going on.
Probably a good idea.
Alright, so yeah, he'll lead you guys down the stairs from the second floor to the front door. And you can hear things kind of moving around on the other side of the door. And though the windows are boarded up, you can catch glimpses of shapes moving through the mist outside. Whatever they are, they look like they're moving in a bit more hurried fashion. And Ismark will eventually open the door, and him and Irina will step out into the mist and kind of look around a moment before you hear someone call out that the eastern barricade has fallen and that everyone needs to fall back. What do you guys
doesn't
want to
Well,
do?
sound
that's
good.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are still a ways away from the eastern barricade where you guys came in. But it does seem like people are currently heading back past the burgomaster's estate towards the middle of town.
Donovan's first instinct is to kind of rush into battle, but he kind of pauses and looks to the burgomaster and asks, it sounds like there's a bit of trouble here. Do you wish our assistance in fighting that, or should we move with the rest of the town?
He says, no, let's see what let's see what help we can offer the guard. Perhaps there's still a chance we can turn this around. And he'll actually kind of point, and there's a alleyway that kind of runs further down where the street ends at his estate that would head towards in the direction of the eastern barricade. Provided you guys follow that. The kind of mists today are definitely acting a bit more malevolent than they had the previous day. Kind of just swirling around in these thick, slow, unnatural kind of currents around your feet as you try to make your way in the direction that you assumed you heard some of the scraping and guttural moaning from a few minutes prior. And as you guys are making your way through this alleyway, the sound grows louder, more distinct. And pushing even further still, it begins to be joined in by the sounds of, clashing steel and the desperate cries of men who seem to be fighting for their lives. When you get to the scene, kind of where the alleyway opens up, the village guard that's already kind of few in number are kind of struggling to hold their ground against just this overwhelming tide of the dead that are kind of just shambling forward. Gaunt figures kind of clad in tattered rags, their jerky, kind of unnatural movements, and just more growls, moans, and the like as they approach. But that's probably the second thing you'll notice as your eyes finally get a glimpse of something else moving through the mist, something large. And you catch sight of this hulking mass of fused unnatural flesh that looks like it's been stitched together from dozens of corpses. Its body's a grotesque patchwork of limbs, faces, some of which are still twisting, kind of mouths opened as if they're like crying out in mindless agony. And it just kind of moves through this small group of guards with just like horrifying purpose. It's carrying this large, what looks to be like the leg of some large creature, and it just kind of sweeps this large fleshy appendage through the guards that just kind of collapse and gets sent flying just from the impact. One soldier you watch is kind of just lifted effortlessly and launched through the air, giving out a pained cry before he lands in the middle of a group of undead that kind of just descend upon him and just begin to, what you assume to be, consume him alive, if he was still alive when he hit the ground. And there, further in the distance through the mist, you can kind of see the original blockade, though most of it at this point is in ruins. And you watch basically as the undead horde kind of descend upon another group of guards, just leaving like one final kind of little platoon of guards standing there that are trying to fight off the undead. What do you do?
I think we need to kill the big thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I just need to charge in, guns blazing.
So,
Yes.
Real heroes don't
Time
need
to
plans.
fight.
yep, that's what you guys see. Odessi, you woke up. Well, Uni, I guess in this case, but Odessi, yeah. Woke up maybe 3 or 4 hours ago, in the middle of a strange forest clearing that you have never seen before. None of your friends or at least the people you've been traveling with, are anywhere in sight. What do you do?
Everyone, I don't understand. So do I see a path that leads in any direction?
No, you're in a small forest clearing, but it seems to be just, you know, pure forest in every direction you can see.
Let's see. I think I want to do something. Let's see. I'm just like, oh great. I don't know where I am. I'm completely lost and separated from the group. Okay, let me think. Oh, this is a good time to pray to my future husband and Lord Belial. Could you please help me out and tell me where I need to go?
So, yeah, as you kind of recite your prayer and are waiting for a response, you hear someone or something step into the clearing across from where you are currently engaged in prayer.
I immediately take out my rancer and point it at the direction that the person is praying.
Oh no, you were the one praying. The person stepped out on you praying, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I immediately take out my rancer. I'm just like, excuse me, my love.
And a dark-haired elven gentleman will step out from between some trees. And just kind of looks at you for a minute, tilting his head to one side, and then just kind of states in like a matter-of-factly tone, he says, "You're making an awful lot of noise out here."
I'm praying to my love. That is all.
I see. New arrival, I take it.
Yes. And my name is Uni. Your name would be?
It doesn't matter. Follow me.
Oh, see, there's a thing that I believe in called manners.
This is why I don't go to town. Just call me Malik or Mal. Come on.
All right.
I'm gonna
Thank you,
get you
Malik.
to town before something eats you, and then I'll feel bad for a minute or two. And I don't have time for that right now.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
So yeah, you guys will spend the next few hours kind of traversing the forest because there really is no path where you were deposited. And you will essentially come upon a similar scene to what the other group saw, admittedly from a different angle as you guys are kind of coming in from the forest to the north to basically just see the town guard just getting their asses kicked, for lack of a better word.
Oh, that doesn't look very good. Well, thank you.
And he will pull out his swords and looks to be like he's going to be moving in to attack something. But since we are going to have an ad here in a minute anyway, I'm going to manually run the ad real quick so no one misses the actual fight when we transition over in a second. So, ad, stand by.
Okay.
And stretch. Good stretchies.
Yeah, get a stretch, get a drink, get a whatever you need, and then I will move us over to the other map when we get back.
Out of character. That's a hot freaking DM right there. Uni may be devout, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm pretty easy.
Let me double check my map too, make sure everything looks good over here. I think so.
Love the music. Absolutely fabulous.
Alright.
Question: has Twitch tried to give you any copyright crap? Or
All of the music I actually use is allowed to be used on Twitch and or YouTube. I double
yes.
check before I do it because I had
Yeah,
some
then
old videos on YouTube that got the audio completely muted on it that sucked. I
hmm
was like, well,
yeah.
that's cool. You know, 2 videos in the middle of the campaign that don't have audio now. That's fun.
Oh my gosh. They're like if anything, I would love to have your list of stuff because it's really good. I like the atmosphere and it's just like you like yeah, you have a nice perfect tone setting thing and I was just like, "Ooh, this is some good shit."
Yeah, just send me a message on Discord and I'll send you the link to I get a lot of my stuff from a couple of places that let it be used for streaming purposes, so
Thank you.
I still got about a minute of ads and then it's gonna be go time. You guys will get to see the carnage firsthand.
I'm imagining it in my head already and I'm just like Bard, you remember that thing in the kitchen that one time? And that one
Yeah,
campaign?
the mouthering gibber or something like that.
Gibbering
Yeah,
mouther, yeah.
gibbering mouth.
Hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Your paladin stepped in. It pulled a body out of sight, and you just turned around, shut the door, and said, "Nope."
Yep. I was a dragonborn paladin, by the way, and I was like, nope.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes running is the best option.
That's true. That is true. That's why I love that you guys are just like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go fight this thing that literally tossed a freaking guard, and I'm just like, hats
I
off to
will
you.
say specifically in this campaign, since it is more sandboxy, running sometimes actually is the only option. So
That's why I was like, you know, inside the person in me is just like, oh, we need to run. need to go.
and so I think the ad should be over for everyone. If it's not,
Yep, it's over. It's over.
all right. So I'm gonna move you guys over to this map here, so you can get a feel for some of the carnage.
That's a lot of blood.
Yeah, this was about probably a dozen guards that have currently. A couple of ghouls are currently eating the corpses here. This is the group that this guy swung his large, meaty leg at and pretty much decimated. And then there's some other dead bodies kind of down over here as well. Uni, you and Malik are currently up here. The rest of the group is currently down here. And we will go to initiative. Give me one
There's no
second.
active encounter.
Yep, there
Yeah.
should be now.
Oh, there we go.
Ugh. Whoa.
So initiative, okay.
Yep. Let's see what these guys do.
Ow.
Oh,
I feel like we need to hero
Ouch.
point some stuff.
Ouch.
Uh,
That's fun.
I feel the footsteps of doom. Okay, we saw what it was before.
all right. I think that's
Yikes.
everyone. There was a lot. All right. So, oh wait. We'll add him to the initiative too, and we will add this lovely gentleman here to the initiative. Ooh, well that's lucky. All right. Double checking that everyone is on there. I see Dakota. I see Tristan. I see Donovan, Cardama. I need Uni. I need you to roll.
Huh, it didn't take my roll. That's weird. No worries, no worries.
Oh, he did a perception check, not an initiative.
Oh, son of a butt monkey.
Well, I mean, you ended up rolling better, so
Ah, thank you.
we'll just let that ride. All right.
You.
So, I'm not gonna do a bunch of rolls for this, but he will immediately move to attack that, and will currently be fighting that critter there, Dakota.
Yes.
What would you like to do? This large group of undead here have kind of caught sight of you guys coming up the alleyway and have turned their attention from further mutilating the guards here towards you guys.
Stepping to the side. Oh, it's paused.
Oh! There we go, my bad.
And then taking a shot at this
yeah.
one, I think.
Yep. Give me a target on him, and yeah, roll me a shot at this horribly attractive undead woman that is blowing kisses at you guys.
Lovely.
No, you want it.
No.
Underneath that dress, there's some zombie stuff. I don't know if you want it though. I'm just gonna leave it there. Use your imagination on what zombie stuff that is, because I'm not gonna elaborate. Alright, that is going to critical hit. Hit that critical button for me. Let's see some. This is probably gonna hurt. Big money.
Big.
15 ain't bad.
I'll take it.
Still up, but you blew off essentially her left arm and probably all but the bottom couple of her ribs, as her entire shoulder and arm just get shattered to pieces. You know, bits of gore and viscera flying everywhere, but she's still up.
Another shot.
All right, yeah. Like I said, my house rule is you can take 2 shots. Feel free. Oh, wow. Okay, that is also going to critical hit. I don't think she's long for this world.
Long for this
Gonna
world.
survive. Especially when I get.
And yeah, basically the second shot hits her square in the chest, or what was left of it, and pretty much just blows her entire torso off of her legs, which are still standing for a moment before they kind of collapse with the rest of the body. Alright, you have 1 action left, but you can't use it to attack. What do you do?
Do I have a defensive?
You could try to take cover, yeah, up against the side of the building. Might be good against potential ranged attacks, if they even have any.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, so yeah, you will try to take up a... I mean, you could even move, too, with your last action. You kind of wanted to move around into the alleyway up there. And so yeah, you'll move around the corner there.
Like so.
Yep, kind of take up a little bit of a defensive position. And we will go to Uni. Uni, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can see your friends down here.
Okay. Oh, hello! Hello! I got lost in the woods! By the way, where are the children? Did you kill them? So as she's trying to get their attention, does anyone see her? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I mean, everyone down there can see you up there. If they want to respond quickly, they can, say a word or two.
Okay. All right.
Like,
So what Uni will immediately do is she will cast Sanctuary on herself.
Okay.
Let me see.
It's probably a
Do,
good
do I need
idea.
to push the button?
Yeah, just hit the cast spell button for it in your sheet. We'll drop the effect on you.
Where is it? Where is it? Huh? Oh, it didn't get refreshed from the last time.
Oh,
How do
here.
I do that?
So if you look on your sheet under your max HP on the left side, there's a little
Mhm.
bed icon called Rest for the Night. Just click that.
God, oh my god!
In
I
fact,
love
all of
boundaries.
you should click that because that'll get back your hero point too. So
Cast. Yep. So I immediately cast that and I start walking to my friends. Let's see.
all right.
So
So
5,
that's
10,
2 actions. You have 1 action left. You can move to your max movement towards your friends.
and that should be 25, right?
Yeah, usually.
Okay, all right. So let's see. Okay, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right.
If you just move your token, yeah, it should give you a little thing that pops
Okay.
it up so you can see the range there.
Thank you. Okay.
Uh,
So yeah,
guess it's just a will
I'm
save.
trying to get to my friends.
All right, so yeah, Uni will move towards you guys. Someone give me a high or low.
Ooh.
A what?
A high or low. What do you think the dice are going to land on? The
High.
high end or the low end? All right. We have a high. Let's see. It is low. This ghoul that had previously been feasting on the bodies here kind of glances up to catch sight of your group and kind of rips one last bit of flesh off one of the guards' torsos and then starts to move towards you guys.
Ooh.
And he is going to burn all 3 actions, unfortunately, but we'll get to here. And that is his turn. This attractive gentleman here. Double check his movement. Pretty sure it's the same. It is. Is also is going to only take 2 actions to move forward and then take a swing at Kardama with his great axe. And a 26 will hit you. Nimble dodge will not save you. You will take 9 points of slashing damage.
ooh,
You are next.
All right, you have your reaction.
I do. So I was pulling it up. So,
All right.
So they gain resistance. So we're at level 3, so 5 resistance,
All right. So.
and I can make a melee strike against it.
All right. So it'll let me give you back 5 hit points. There we go. All right. Yeah. Make your melee strike.
Yeah.
That is going to be a critical hit. You guys are off to a good start right now.
Oh, max damage too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, you give this thing, quite the wallop with your, what are you using? Greatsword?
Yeah, great sword.
Probably knocking off, a large portion of its torso as well, if not, even more than that, but it is still up. Axe in hand, a few bones lighter.
Right.
Alright, so we have another Skeleman here. The Skella Boys, as they're sometimes referred.
Well, Skelly, if you
Will
play
use
Hades.
2 actions to move up and will attack you with this rusted scimitar in his hand. And will just barely hit you.
Yep.
You will take 7 points of damage. That is his turn.
It is your turn.
Whose turn is this? Oh, she dead. Why are you even going to her? Nah, she dead, bro.
But the love is eternal.
Actually, I don't even think he needs to move. But let's check. Nah, he's good where he is. Oh, it's not measuring in a straight line. No, he's good. He will make some attacks with his short bow. The first shot going towards Kardama. Wow, I'm rolling really good right now.
That's not fair.
That's
Where'd you-
not
Right.
good.
Yeah, word you don't want to hear the DM ever say, I'm rolling so well right now.
It is, I am, though. He will then make a second short bow attack at Donovan. Really good roll, but unfortunately his multi-attack penalty is going to prevent him from hitting anything. And then he's not very smart. He's gonna YOLO the last one towards Kardama because he hit him and thinks that she might be a bit easier to hit. It's not gonna work, but you know, he's mostly mindless.
Now you know why I took cover.
Yeah. Alright, so Tristan is kind of just like, well, this doesn't look good. Did I actually even set up his sheet to do things? That's funny. Sort of? 1 second here. Yeah, we're just gonna do this the easy way. And his friend, who you haven't seen all night at least, who at some point joined your group again, the strange lady, who's holding kind of like a chain sword in one hand and a dagger in the other, will move up to attack the skeleton there. And my rolls continue to be good, no matter who I'm rolling for. Ooh.
That's odd.
And that guy's dead as fuck. And then we'll swing her dagger for the second. I am still rolling good. Oh, no. That was the end of the good roll. Was the damage there. And that will be his thing, and he's actually just going to take a step back. I'm too pretty to die.
He is.
I mean, come on.
They are.
He's a pretty good-looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Here, we'll just in case you forgot. Look, he's too pretty to die. You can't die here.
They're all pretty. This is like a K-drama. God dang it.
You know, sometimes. Actually, just wait. Some of the NPCs later, you're gonna be like, oh, no.
Never mind.
I mean, that one female zombie didn't do it for you. I don't know what does.
That is true. So that's 10 feet to there, 2 actions to there, and seeing. Actually, I don't even know if he would have the concept that that was his friend that just got smoked, but we'll move up and miss. Donovan, the destroyer.
Yep. Well, that's the hope. Alright, so gonna try and thin the crowd just a little bit. Go after the one that I bitch slapped earlier.
Alright, big money here. Solid hit. Let's get some big damage here. You know, average plus, but how do you finish destroying this poor skeleton?
Just going to, I kind of want to say like just swing so hard that his head is lopped off his body and goes flying across the flying across the battlefield.
Okay, so yeah, you basically baseball bat his head right off the body, which collapses. And, not quite a home run, but it was definitely deep into outfield.
Okay, all right, I'll take it.
2 actions remain.
Yeah, I'm just checking here. Gonna. Mm, 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 Going to look at this guy and try and do an intimidating glare.
All right. Yeah, roll me a demoralize.
So he becomes frightened 1.
Yep, Kardama is slippery prey.
Oh,
Yep, he is frightened 1.
I was trying to read stuff. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, no,
Don't worry
you're
about
fine. And then gonna take that opportunity to smack him.
it. All right. Everyone's rolling really good right now, multiple times. That'll hit. Big damage, big down. It was on the 10 and then it rolled.
Yeah.
Still up, but you do give him a solid hit. As he kind of
Alright.
hisses and,
Yeah. And that is my turn.
All right. We'll go to Kardama. Kardama, the shit has hitteth the fan.
Yeah. We are going to attack the one right in front of Donovan.
Okay. Do you want to move first to try to get flanking, or do you just want to...
Yeah.
Because if you move
How do I
here,
move
you
them?
can flank with Nyx, or if you move here,
Yeah.
you can flank with Donovan.
Gonna flank with Donovan.
All right, so yeah, it'll be 1 action to move around over there.
How do I move again in combat?
Just you should be able to just drag your token.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
And then
Yep,
hit
target
strike
him.
Okay.
Mouse over him, hit T, so you got him targeted there. And then yeah, roll a strike, and you can click your backstab too. You got flank, so you can get some extra dice in if you land the hit here.
Okay. Strike.
I think it should be a
Anything.
toggle at the top, but I've never actually. Oh, I think it'll auto do it. Yeah, you're good. I think
It's auto doing it. Okay.
yeah,
good.
yeah. I've never actually played a rogue in a Pathfinder
great.
game. That'll still hit.
Cool.
What?
It
I am not having good
literally
rolls tonight.
it only hit because of the flank and the frighten. Got it to exactly 13.
Jeez.
So yeah, go ahead and roll me some damage. Debuffs are really good in Pathfinder. A lot of people sleep on it, but all right, yeah, you will. You pick out a good spot where maybe you've stabbed a man or two before in the back, and kind of lay into this thing. And much like the people you've probably murdered back home, I'm just making assumptions. You kind of just dig it in, like right in the side, maybe where the kidneys are, and it kind of tenses up for a moment, letting out like a little gurgly hiss, and then just collapses in front of you. 1 action left.
Probably move away
Okay, I mean
since I'm injured.
yeah. I mean, you have I think you're an elf, so I think you have at least, I would just guess, 35 feet of movement. Yeah, you can definitely move.
I'm gonna move back towards this way
All right, yeah.
and go for cover over here.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you move into the alleyway over by where Dakota is. The large creature and the elf guy who found Uni are currently kind of brawling over there. I'm not gonna roll their stuff. Just know that I will say that you get the feeling that if this thing were to hit any one of you, it would probably kill you instantly. And we'll leave
Duly
that there.
noted.
We'll just leave that there. Like, you see how hard this thing is swinging. There's probably a good a little over 24 guards that are currently in pieces and or just smashed, hanging from the tree, all over out here. And there is currently one other little platoon of guards down here that are currently suffering heavy losses against all of the undead that are kind of swarming down there too. But yeah, this poor lady here, she is slowed, unfortunately, so she can move, but she only has 2 actions. She'll get close, but will not be able to attack. Double checking his movement. Yep, he's good. He can move. Actually, yeah, he'll probably move to there. And will make a... Okay, yeah. He will make a... Basically, he's going to come up and try to grab hold of you and bite you, Donovan.
Alright.
You know, standard kind of zombie stuff.
Me.
And we'll kind of find a nice spot where some of your armor isn't as protective as you would like. Maybe it's just like some chainy bits. And we'll actually bite into you for a nice little chunk. And I need you to click that button for me.
Okay, yes, it will let me. Alright. One moment. Why is it prompting that? Oh, okay, so it's not a mental. Okay. Alright. And rolling. Oof.
Alright. You don't notice anything right now, but, you know, you do feel this thing bite into you, which can't possibly be good. Just, you know, I mean, he's also a Korean, you know, drama actor. He's pretty good looking. You know, probably like a leading role, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that is his turn. They're going to continue to just brawl up there. Much like the guards down here are currently losing people, there's maybe only 4 or 5 of them left. Dakota, what do you do?
I'm gonna shoot that there fella.
All right, yeah, pretty sure you got line of sight. Yeah, you definitely got a line of sight on him from where you are.
Okay, cool.
All right, big money here. Everyone's been rolling good so far, NPCs and PCs alike. So, will the streak continue? That is going to still critical hit. Fucking zombies, man, in that low AC. And gunslingers getting that bonus, that extra +2. Oh shit! Damn, that's some max damage right there. Jeez.
Damn.
So yeah, you blast off. Kind of, you see his large pustule, kind of drippy left side there. That looks kind of tumorous.
Yeah,
maybe a little
thanks.
You kind of just blast that off, and it explodes, just sending like green pus and goo all over this lady here, but also a little bit on poor Donovan, who was standing on the other side of it. But it's
I am
still
so
up.
sorry. It's still up?
Still up.
Holy smokes.
Fully erect.
Well, let's not think about that after the zombie
Yeah,
vagina
the pussy thing.
Yep.
He was
It's
fully
just-
erect. He.
Fully.
Well,
my.
we're just gonna leave that alone for now.
Another. Yeah, please.
I call shenanigans.
All right, we'll do that again.
All right, yeah. Target him. Give me a roll here. Holy shit!
Ooh,
What is going on here? Yeah, roll
I
me
don't know,
another
I'll think
critical. Yeah. I mean, honestly, zombies tend to have really bad AC, so they do get messed
almost.
up.
Dang.
that one
And
mine's
that's the
again.
rest of its pussy, kind of rotty, stinky body just blasts viscera juices all over the place. As his body actually kind of ruptures and explodes on the
Awesome.
spot before just collapsing. Like a little bit of like skin flap.
So cool.
Once
You're
all the
very
juicy
descriptive, and I love
middle
that.
was,
But you can stop.
I gotta make sure that the people in
35 now?
chat can get
I
you're getting the
get it.
full effect. All right.
Oh, no, I was just thinking that erect zombie can now suck it. I mean, but that's just what you put in my head.
God.
Thanks for sharing.
All right, you have one action left, Dakota. Do you want to hide behind Kardama, perhaps?
No, I'll just hide where I'm at.
All right, so you're
Thank you
gonna
very
go
much,
into
sir.
cover there. You do actually you have a thing in your actions called take cover. Just click the use button on that. Get you a little bonus AC if something does try to shoot at you back there.
Oh, I do?
Dakota should. There you go. And I'll just target you and I'll apply it. Bam! You're actually gonna get standard cover for this. So yeah, you were good.
Oh, okay. Get.
All right, Uni.
Make ready. Your turn comes.
You are having a wonderful time. There is blood, guts, dead people, or maybe you're not having a good time. I just assume you are everywhere.
I'm having a fantastic time. I mean, those guys over there, they're not doing very well. I mean, keep up the good fight, fellas. And Donovan, did you get bitten? I can help with that. I will have my stitches ready to. I will stitch you up. I can do it. I'm still practicing on my doll. So she's just gonna step forward. Savor with Sanctuary. It's wait, what?
Yeah, every other diagonal in Pathfinder costs an extra 5, but like you can do that right there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's to prevent, because normally in like 5e or other systems, moving diagonal is the most efficient way to cover space. So Pathfinder kind of balances it out by the first diagonal's 5, second one's 10, then 5 again, then 10 again.
Okay.
So that's one action. You got 2 actions left.
Okay. Then I will get closer. Let's see. Damn it! Yeah, close enough.
All right, 1 action left. You're almost there.
Okay, let's see.
Your group's probably surprised to see you come running across this open field full of bodies.
Oh wait, trying to. And gets back here. Hi! Hello, Bobby!
Oh my.
Uni has reunited with you guys.
And she
It's
just
your
waves her
turn.
hand, super excited. Happy to be here with you!
That guy's dead.
It's your turn.
Dead.
It is your turn.
Dead.
It is your turn.
Dead. We have one guy still alive. Yeah, they're still in range. He's gonna make an attack on both anyway, so we'll once again have his little short bow, Army of Darkness style. We'll shoot at Donovan and miss horribly. Quickly pull out another arrow and shoot again towards Nyx. Wow, he is not doing very well.
No, he's not.
Critical miss.
With his
Bam,
double
bam,
miss,
bam.
he's actually going to drop the short bow and pull out the scimitar, and that is going to be his full turn. He tried, all right. He's just a little guy. And I realize that I need to set up Tristan's actual thing, so he's just gonna hang back while you guys do stuff, and his friend murders things with you guys, hopefully. She'll hit. 4. Guy's dead. Oh damn, that was almost a crit again. Man, I'm just rolling so good right now. Well, no. Take that back. There was the one. And you know what? She's just going to YOLO the third attack. It's a zombie. And we'll still hit. Fucking zombie AC, man. And we'll drop that guy.
It is your turn.
Donovan.
Only guy left is this guy, right?
I mean, there's some other guys out there, but yeah, the only close guy. Yeah, you can get to him in 2
Yeah.
and bop him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Target.
It's currently, just wobbling a bit in place.
Bop it.
That will hit. Big damage. Will go down. Alright, we will go to Kardama.
Okay.
The immediate undead seem to be down. There are still a few other ones around. What would you like to do?
Haven't used the bow yet, so maybe draw. I think I have to get line of sight though.
Yep. It'll take one action to pull the bow, and then another action to potentially move into line of sight. That would leave you with a third action to potentially attack.
Okay, let's do that then. Oh, no ammo.
Oh, hold on. I usually just remove the ammo thing from things so you don't need it. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I don't track ammo.
Okay.
So I find it
I
easier
was
to
gonna say,
just
if I knew I needed to do that, I could
remove
move
it.
them.
So you should be good now.
Okay. So, and then I can take one action to move.
All right, yeah. You can move up to 35 feet. So
Where is the zombies at though?
there's a bunch down here, and there's this large, attractive gentleman to the north. 2 large, attractive gentlemen to the north, I should add.
Going to come here.
Remember, though, if you only have 35 feet of movement, if you move 60, that'll be your last 2 actions.
Oh, right. I'm trying to see. It's so small. Okay.
I mean, you can
So
zoom
right
in,
here,
mouse
it's
wheel,
35.
up and down.
Hold
You can zoom in on the map, or in and out.
on. So we will go here.
All right.
And is that too far?
You have a short bow, range of 60 feet. What are you thinking? He's 65, 70. They're a little out of your range.
Yeah.
You could try it. You'll get a penalty for them being out of your range, but you still might hit.
So
These guys aren't moving very quickly. At least not the normal undead you guys have pummeled so far. This guy up here, though, is surprisingly agile from what you've seen.
okay. So 70 would just be a penalty.
Yeah, and it'll auto-apply it if you just want to target who it is. It's slightly beyond your range. I want to say it's like a -2 for the first range increment passed.
Well, I'll try to shoot this one.
Okay. It should auto-add it to the roll anyway, so... And let's see if it did. I mean, you hit by so much, it honestly doesn't even... Yeah, the 2's not going to make a difference. You're going to hit.
And then damage.
Yep. Not bad, not bad. All right. Blast that poor lady for 5 as you kind of plunk one right in her left shoulder. I know Dakota was thinking I was going to say something
Oh,
else
what?
because she's a pervert.
Well, you are, but that's besides the point.
I mean, I said you were, not me.
You are
Oh.
next.
But you brought it up.
Still
So-
works.
I mean, I never denied it
works.
though. That was the difference. So,
Oh,
This is
It's
true.
your turn.
Mhm.
like, I didn't. Did
Okay.
I say no? No. All right. So at the top of the next round, you see a figure coming down the road that looks to be on horseback. And yeah, let me just show our figure here. This gentleman here on his equally attractive war steed
Oh.
will
That is very
ride
attractive.
up, and he will. You can tell he's saying something, though you don't recognize the language he's speaking. And the earth all along, kind of over here, begins to stir, and you kind of watch on in horror as all of those guards' bodies that had been flung around begin to pick themselves back up.
Knew this was a bad place.
Oh, I mean, like, I think we saw everything here. I think we're good. We're good.
And the elven guy who was currently fighting this thing, seeing that, kind of, you just hear him yell out to run away, and he basically is going to step and then double dash kind of right out of the scene. Back towards the forest. Dakota. What do you do? There's probably, and I only put down tokens for some of them, but there's probably about 30 to 40 newly risen undead of various types, as well as this guy on his horse, his skeletal steed, that are currently rising up out of the ground there and beginning to come down the road.
I think we should run, fellas.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Alright, so
I agree
assuming
too.
no one is going to stay, most of them are slower, except for perhaps the guy on the horse, but he seems kind of, as you guys go running back down the alleyway, whoever just seems kind of content to just sit on the horse and watch as you guys scurry away. A vast bulk of the former guard kind of chasing you down, and you do hear the kind of final death cries from the last remaining squad of guard as they finally get overrun, kind of screaming out, and the large creature proceeds to chase after the man into the forest, though given the speed difference, there's really no, well, you know, spoilers, it's probably not going to catch up. Alright, so yeah, you guys will run down, back down the alleyway. And as you guys are running, presumably back towards the manor, a small kind of dark silhouette kind of comes plunging down from the skies above. And since you're probably in the lead, Dakota, since you were higher on the initiative, it kind of comes down and you realize that it is a raven. Its eyes are kind of wide and panicked, and it kind of flies right down to you and kind of grabs hold of your shirt or jacket collar, and it's kind of like trying to tug you down a little side alley.
Well, I will go with the Raven and motion my fellows to follow.
Alright, so yeah, you go down this alleyway, and as you guys are going down the alleyway, and kind of going around, you hear basically a bunch of kind of terrified shouts in the distance, and the sound of like splintering wood and other stuff. And you kind of get a peek between some of the houses at another large mass of undead that were basically coming from the other side, back towards the direction you guys were originally running in. But eventually you guys get back to the manor, and you can see that there's a large number of townspeople that have kind of gathered in the central square that you can see from where you are. Ismark and Irina are down there. Even from here, you can see that there are basically, you know, several dozen bodies, like just littering the streets all around this kind of little central area that they've set up behind, you know, like a little mini blockade. Smells lovely out, as I'm sure you can imagine. Very pungent, scent of rotten death, kind of added on with just, you know, the just kind of stuffy air from this mist. It does look like a lot of the barricade itself has also been shattered, though a few parts of it remain. And Ismark kind of sees you guys and shouts out to you and waves you guys over. I assume you guys are going to walk over.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you guys will walk closer to Ismark and Irina, who are currently with you know, some of the citizens, and there are still a couple of guards here, but it's maybe like 3 or 4 guards plus them, and probably a couple dozen townsfolk, kids, and other stuff. Kids for uni specifically. And as you guys are sitting there, Ismark kind of points out and he says, "Oh no, they're coming back." And you can kind of see the giant group that you had passed by going down this alley is beginning to come back towards you and the barricade. Though just as they're kind of getting ready to come out of the, or go out from between the buildings and in to the central square, they all kind of stop for a moment. And the crowd parts. And another gentleman on horseback kind of emerges. And he's riding this kind of ash gray horse with these dull shadowed eyes. And he's kind of like hooded and cloaked, but you do get a look at him, and let me find him on here real quick. Forget where I put him exactly, right here. This gentleman here will kind of just ride up, and
Very handsome.
all of the undead kind of stop, and he rides his horse like right up to the barricade, and he reaches into his cloak and kind of pulls out a scroll which he unfurls. He kind of clears his throat and then reads off the scroll, and he says, 67 days past. This people rose in a lawful rebellion against our lord, Count of Barovia, master of Castle Ravenloft, and protector of this land. For this treasonous act, this settlement has been met with righteous punishment, so that its inhabitants might learn the weight of their defiance. Witnessed by the eyes of the dead and damned, this price has been extracted in blood, common and noble alike. Let it be known that on this day, the mercy of our Lord extends once more unto those who return to their fief and fields, while those who continue in their folly shall be swept away as chaff before the wind. And he kind of like just sets his eyes upon the people that are still gathered in the square before he approaches a little closer, basically right up to Ismark, more or less. But it's kind of strange. When he was further out kind of delivering this decree, you didn't notice anything, but kind of every step he takes closer, it kind of starts with like this dull roar kind of at the edge of your awareness, like in your head. And at first it's just kind of like, you know, the washing of the ocean or waves against the shore. And it kind of just makes your mind feel a little, you know, befuddled. But as he continues to get closer, the sound kind of grows louder, more insistent, kind of just amplifying and building upon itself. Until you realize that the sound wasn't waves at all, but just kind of this torrent of screams that just ring out in your head. And when he finally kind of stands like right in front of Ismark, it's basically just this cacophony of thousands of voices screaming, pleading, dying in your head that you just can't get rid of. And he just kind of smiles and puts a hand on Ismark's shoulder, and in what can only be described as just like a completely cold tone, just says, "Please, accept my congratulations on your new position and my condolences on your loss." At which point he turns around and begins to head back out. And slowly, the screaming in your head that you do feel like had it gone on any longer, you might have, you know, lost your mind a little bit, begins to weaken until both he and the horde disappear back into the mist.
So I can shoot him, is what you're saying?
I mean, you certainly can if you like. I don't guarantee.
No, thank you. I don't think so.
I don't guarantee
No.
that you'll survive, but you know, YOLO.
Yeah, no. No.
You need this.
I was kidding. Totally kidding.
Congratulations on your new position. I mean, I think that was a fair exchange. I mean, he said you guys screwed up, so I mean, the you know, life sucks. But hey, congratulations, you just got promoted.
And he's still just kind of looking horrified at everything that's gone on. As I said, there are probably a couple dozen bodies of just commoners, soldiers in the streets, you know, limbs removed, chunks missing. It's not a pleasant scene for most of you. And you know, he's kind of in a bit of shock still about the whole thing.
Come here. So you're just gonna try to actually heal Donovan. Now I'm not good at this, but I'm going to give it a shot. Ready?
Sure.
Okay, so I know what you said, and I just kind of want to do this to roll with it. So she does roll a medicine check just to.
Donovan is completely fine. The weird pussing bite mark he has looks completely disinfected. You are pretty sure he is A-okay.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you're like, oh, did I already clean this? This looks... Yeah, no. All right, yeah, we're good. Let's go.
Yeah, he'll try and do a lay on hands on himself.
You will go try to help anybody else. Anyone who needs help, I'll patch you up.
I don't know about that. That was a pretty bad one.
Yeah, that one in that case should have been private, but it's honestly funny that it was still in that one. So
Yeah, so he'll like reach up and kind of like make a face as he kind of feels that, but kind of let some of the healing magic kind of surge to kind of at least, if it can't get rid of the infection, at least close some of the wounds.
yeah. So Ismark, kind of while you guys are, will eventually kind of get back. And he says, "Well, oh, I suppose that was intentional then, that they didn't come last night. I thought it was over, and then the previous nights they'd sent only, oh, I don't know, maybe half a dozen zombies. I had no idea." He says, and he'll spend a little bit of time trying to reassure the townspeople, who you get the feeling are kind of not necessarily believing what he's saying, especially since you get the feeling that even he doesn't fully believe that, when he's saying, "Well, the worst is past, it's time to rebuild," and, just the standard speech. But we'll eventually invite you
Political
guys.
BS.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, he is the new burgomaster, so he's got to reassure the people. But we'll eventually invite you guys back to the manor, the estate. And Irina's been kind of strangely quiet during this whole thing. She kind of just goes in and immediately just kind of goes to sit at the dining room table, kind of just, pulled inward towards herself. And Ismark will kind of go over and he'll offer her some words of encouragement as well. These ones seeming a bit more sincere, and then basically just kind of reiterating what he'd said the previous night, that she can't stay here. She has to go, and her best chance of getting to Vallaki is going to be with you guys. Originally, he was planning to remain, or to potentially go with you guys as well, but just kind of based on this new proclamation by the gentleman that is Strahd's herald. It seems he has the burgomaster job, whether he wants it or not, and it's probably in his own best interest that he remain here and try to do what he can to help with the rebuilding.
Yeah, well, probably not a bad idea for him to stay.
What do you think, Kardama? You've been quiet. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
You're good. I was gonna say, can I activate treat wounds?
You
Do a
can.
medicine
Do you
check
wanna?
for myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give
Yeah.
me. Anyone that's trained in medicine can kind of do it. Maybe even giving Donovan a second, a second opinion might be good.
Okay.
Because, yeah, that wound is already beginning to fester slightly, and while some of the damage was healed by your lay on hands, you get, just kind of, even without a medicine check, you get the feeling that you're going to need a little something more in this case.
Probably.
Now,
So
what
how
about,
would I
so if you go to your sheet, go to the exploration tab, and you see where it says treat wounds. Just click the
I did that.
yeah. So did you link it in chat, where you click the little chat bubble on the left side,
Oh,
or
yeah,
at the
sure.
bottom of it? There's a little spot right there with the little slash towards the bottom where it says treat wounds. If you just click that, it'll do the
Okay.
roll for it, and we'll see
Okay.
what happens.
So treat wounds. So just hit the treat wounds button now that's popped up.
Yeah, it should be a script macro in the chat window, right above where it says critical success towards the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's a little macro
Okay.
there. It should just let you press it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so you will
Yeah,
unfortunately, yeah, you're not able to really bind
Nope.
your
Nope.
wounds. It does take you 10 minutes, and you're kind of doing that once you're back at the house, but unfortunately you can't try again for an hour.
Dang. Okay. Dices do not like me tonight.
What about you, Dakota? What are you doing? During the 10 minutes where she's doing that, I assume Donovan might refocus.
Yes, he's definitely refocusing.
Okay. Dakota.
Well,
I
actually,
have no
yeah.
wounds,
That's true.
and I have no
Oh.
medicine either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once he's done refocusing, he might try and check Kardama, and then himself with his medicine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just giving everyone their action during the first 10 minutes, and then we'll go around again. I assume
Okay.
that means Dakota's just going to chill.
Yep.
Uni, do you have anything you want to be doing? In the immediate? You want to
Mhm.
try to medicine some other people, maybe?
Yeah, let's go. Let's see.
All right, so yeah, Dr. Uni rolls up to probably Kardama.
All right, I see that you're hurt. Let me help you too. Let's go.
Oh.
That's better.
Okay,
Thank
yeah,
you.
roll me some healing. It'll be
Uh.
2d8.
2d8. Where do I do that?
My bad.
Your bed?
Oh, I didn't mean to link that into chat.
No, like, how do I do the healing thing? Can I? Because I can't type it in. Because I can do the medicine check, but I don't have a thing to click for.
So actually, so that would have been a regular success. So if you look at the thing I just linked and click the 2d8.
Yeah, I was saying that too, but I muted myself because I coughed.
All good. Let's see.
Yeah, just click that 2d8 right there in his success window. Should
Oh, no.
auto do it. If not, at the bottom, you actually have little dice towards the bottom. You can just click the third one over, the d8, twice, and it'll put it in chat for you and just hit enter.
Okay, is the chat in the Foundry?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the first tab with the little speech bubbles.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, you might have been on a different tab.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, all right. So it was. Oh, holy crap! You just said it. Come on.
2d8.
Come on.
I believe in you.
Get to the bottom. Okay. All right. I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom. Let's see.
Are you scrolling all the way down?
I had to. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay,
I was
wait.
like, just based on what you were doing, I was like, were you, like, and I
Someone
was like,
was on a different tab, yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
it was like,
okay, I'm clicking around and it's.
Or, like I said, you can just type /R. Oh, no, you got it. You're good. All right, Kardama, you get back. Well, I rolled for Donovan.
Oops.
probably because it was my thing.
Oh, well, I mean, we'll use that too. That's fine. Kardama, you get back 11 points of healing. So that actually puts you back at full.
Yay.
And so yeah, she'll spend 10 minutes working on you. Ismark and Irina are kind of in a bit of a frenzy, trying to expedite her packing, which essentially is just, you know, a backpack that he's kind of filling up with food supplies. She's getting some clothes and other stuff because it seems like he's trying to essentially get this going as quickly as possible. And Tristan's probably just watching the whole thing and might add in, he says, I think if we were to leave soon, we could probably reach the Sur camp by nightfall. So that's nice. We don't have to camp in the woods at least. And then he'll just proceed to go back to looking like broody. Anything else you guys want to do while they're doing that?
I mean, Donovan's probably after after refocusing is probably trying to see if he can determine the infection.
All right, yeah. So we're actually going to have an ad break here in a minute, so I'm just going to run that manually. When we get back, we'll see about treating that infection. So yeah, get a drink, do what you need to do, and yeah.
It's like Uni was like, "Oh God, Dama, this looks so bad. Please let me help you fix it. Oh, it looks terrible. Donovan, you look great."
Accurate.
Right.
But yeah, grab a drink, order pizza.
Oh God, that sounds so.
It does.
Yeah.
And then after the ad break, we'll pick up from where we are.
I can't be stingy though. I got fried chicken.
But look, you
Well,
could
it's too late
have
for me to get pizza right now.
you could have fried chicken and pizza,
Okay, now you're making sense, and I love it.
right?
Mm.
Like I have fried chicken, but do I have fried chicken and pizza? No, I do not.
Oh, persistence, just amen. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Like Twiggy in chat knows, fried chicken on the pizza, I'm down. I've never had it, but I would totally eat that.
That is amazing.
Right? Like
Yeah,
I've
setting
never
up a weapon.
I like regular chicken on pizza, but fried chicken on pizza, that's just next level.
I do like how they said friend chicken on pizza. I'm just like, how friendly is this friend on the pizza?
Maybe it was his chicken and they were friends. And now it's a friendly fried chicken.
Brings back memories of the 4-H club. I call this one friend number 1. I call this one friend number 2. Sorry, I was just making a joke at Bard.
I figured as much. You're good.
You're fine.
Friend shaped.
Yeah.
uh,
And what would friend shape be? You would have to be specific. Don't leave your friends out. That would just hurt their feelings, okay?
fish are friends, not food.
Sometimes they're both.
Sometimes.
Damn
So I
pizza
can't
though.
think of ravioli. I'm going to hell.
That should end in like 30 seconds. And then Donovan, you probably just want to do a treat. What is it? The oh gosh, what's the actual
Treat
thing?
wounds or treat poison?
Probably just treat wounds. I think it'll
Okay.
work. Standard DC, so like you won't get the hit points back, but that's
Right.
just to remove. So yeah, you spend. Oh well, we're not back yet. Hold on, we should be back. Are we back? Is everyone back? I think we're back. It says we're back.
I am back.
We're gonna say we're back. So yeah, Donovan,
Sure.
you'll spend the next 10 minutes, just going through the wound that Uni said was fine, that is definitely not fine. Cleaning it out. Trying to disinfect everything else, as well as applying like a nice fresh bit of bandaging to it. But you do feel pretty confident that you got to it early enough that you've probably stopped whatever spread this bite might have led to. So you do feel pretty good about that.
Okay, alright.
Alright, what about the rest of you? Any final things you want to try to do? Because like I said, Ismark is getting ready to kind of just push all of you out the door and walk you to the town square, send you on your way, and then try to do what he can to help the people.
Uni's gonna stick mainly with the group because she hates the children.
That's fair. He'll probably also give you guys a map. Hold on here. Bring up our map. Where did I put our map? I'll actually give you guys, wrong button. Give you guys access, so if you ever want to pull up the map, you can. We'll move you guys over to the little map here, little map.
Whoa.
So yeah, you guys, we're using this little wagon to indicate where you are. You guys are currently here.
Okay.
The goal that Tristan was talking about, and he'll kind of trace it on the map with his fingers to kind of go down the road to the crossroads, take this little path here, and stop at the Vistani camp at the Serpol here, which will be a good place to rest in for the tonight before you guys inevitably make the rest of the trek from here up to Valaki up there, which is going to be a fairly substantial trip. You have to go across the Surfall Bridge, through the West Gate, by the old mill, and then around the road finally to Valaki itself.
So we are still taking the sister of the one guy to Valaki?
That's the plan.
The plan?
Yep.
So the plan, okay.
Yep. And Tristan does want to make a stop by the Serpol because that's where he was planning to go with Esmeralda after they exorcised that house. So, good place to stop. And potentially he does let you guys know that it might be a good place to maybe get some more answers to your current predicament here. As well as maybe finding, because he has told you guys, or some of you guys that were in the RP channel, that Vistani people generally can travel the mist. For most people, going into the mist just kind of deposits you pretty close back to where you were, provided the borders weren't fully open on both sides, which does happen on occasion, but not, super common to allow for travel. But they can generally get to where they're trying to go in this plane, at least. So, it's as good a plan as any, unless someone else has any other stops. You have this whole map here. I don't know.
A good question.
You guys want to go straight to Mount Gackus over here?
Did someone say Gak?
It's snow-capped. Looks lovely this time of year. Straight to the castle, maybe?
I don't think we're Halsey enough to do that.
No.
Yeah, not at all.
The Wizard of Wines? Are any of you guys alcoholics?
They serve drinks here.
Not
Let's
this
go.
Yeah, Since you guys don't have anywhere better to go.
Oh, hey, look, they have a Lake Bar talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, you guys will eventually exit town with Irina in tow, who's still looking a little huffy about the whole thing. And as you guys are walking through town, you finally get a better idea at just the kind of full-scale damage that the town suffered. For the most part, you guys had only seen the east side and the kind of heavily battered square, but just walking through the rest of the village, you realize that it didn't just affect the east side of town, but the town as a whole. There are bodies kind of in the streets, in alleys, both undead and people that were once, or probably this morning were living just fine. The barricade that was on the west side of town that you hadn't seen at all, completely smashed through. Some pretty substantial damage to the town as a whole. At least to the people and any, structures that were built to defend the town itself. Most of the buildings, aside from some scratching, and the like weren't too heavily damaged, but a lot of people definitely died. Um, so it's not a pretty sight as you guys make your way out of town, and eventually crossing the bridge back into where the woods kind of just start to pull back in. It was much less densely populated in the immediate area around the town. But as soon as you guys get across this bridge here, it's pretty much just, maybe a 20-foot wide road that just goes through this thick forest. And the ever-present mists are there, of course. For the most part, though, they're kind of creeping just far enough in the forest to let you know they're there, but not really coming so close so as to make you feel any more uncomfortable than you might otherwise. I'd say that all of you by this point probably have a good idea that when the mists pull in, they usually have an agenda. But right now, they seem to just be content to let you do as you will.
Ooh.
And 1 second here. Scrolling. So yeah, eventually, kind of as you guys go around the corner here, the kind of river bends, out of sight as it kind of goes around the north side of the forest. Though you can see, basically, you get a much better view of kind of Castle Ravenloft from where you are currently up on the hill there, on the Foggy Mountain slope. A little unsettling, but it really does seem like, doesn't really seem like anyone lives there. You don't see any lights or anything else, but you kind of push it from your mind and continue down the road. As you guys are going down the road, and by this point it's probably getting closer to maybe like, noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You hear something coming from down the road. Let me find my... Oops, not that one. I had the right sound effect. If you guys can hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, another
Yeah. Another wagon.
horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wagon, that's the word I was looking.
Yeah, and
I got you.
a wagon kind of pulls up right next to you. And it's currently or not right next to you, but like it's coming towards you. You guys are going towards each other. And just when you think the wagon might pass, as you guys kind of pull off to the side of the road, the driver of the wagon pulls it to a stop. Now, let me move you guys over here. And, you have this guy up here who's currently sitting on the wagon. He kind of pulls it to a stop there and slips out of the little coach box and moves down towards the side door of the carriage. And he pulls open the door, and a man steps out from the carriage. A man you guys have seen before. Tall, kind of, a bit pale, and dressed in, finery befitting a man of, obvious aristocratic, if not royal stature. And it's this gentleman here.
I don't think we ever got his name.
You did not. And he says, we meet again. We're on a trip, are we?
Who are you?
It kind of. Does Uni ask that?
Uni definitely asked that because
Yeah.
Uni's like,
She-
"Who are you?"
Oh, how rude of me. Irina, you didn't tell them my name. Well, that's okay. He says, I'm Escher. Irina's fiance? Well, or at least I was at one point. And Irina is just kind of like moved to kind of stand behind all of you. And seems to be muttering something.
You're engaged. Oh, okay, all right. So, what did you say your name was? Esdeath? What?
Escher.
Escher. Escher. Okay, I will remember. Okay, you Escher. Uni looks back over and just like, what? Did it not go well? What happened? Like, why you not together? Anyway, hi. Yes. What can we do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just surprised to see you all on the road. I was actually on my way back to the village.
Oh, yeah, they just got done suffering a bit of a punishment for being, they seem to do something that pissed off another guy, and then they came in with a lot of undead, and then, just prepared when you go in that it may not be as thriving as it was before.
Oh, I know. I was actually on my way to pick up, Doru.
Doru.
Oh, who's this? I don't think she was present at the church the other day.
She wasn't around at that point, but we have since reconnected.
Ah, wonderful. He says,
My
yes,
name is Uni.
oh, it's good to meet you, Uni. I think Doru was actually halfway back to the castle when he learned of the impending punishment. And I assume he went back to protect the church and his father, so I assume I'll likely find him there.
Yeah. Donovan had been kind of been like, yeah, didn't Doru book it to go try and see what happened to his girlfriend? So he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not back at the village, but yeah, he's not saying this
no,
out loud.
trust me.
Yeah.
If you said it, he'd be like, oh no, trust me, he's back at the village. I know.
I'm sure you do.
But don't let me keep you. I assume you have places to be. You all should really consider, oh, I don't know, horses, maybe a carriage. Just mind the wolves.
Well, if you're offering your carriage, we'll gladly take it.
Oh no, not at all. But should you come upon one of your own,
That would be a no.
it says, besides, my driver can be a little fickle. His driver that's obviously some sort of skeletal creature beneath the black robe.
Yeah.
With a very large
So-
scythe on his back.
Yeah.
Fun.
Donovan's just after
So we're just in a
after the
wagon?
map.
What'd you say, Dakota?
So we're just in a wagon? Open wagon?
No, you guys aren't even in a wagon. That's just what I was using for the token party. You guys are literally
How I see.
walking on foot. Says, well, good luck out there. I'm sure I'll be seeing you again. And Irina, try to stay safe. And he will... Go ahead, Kardama.
Kardama's just been avoiding notice, staying by Irina, just prepared to defend if needed.
Irina just kind of keeps saying, don't look into his eyes. And is kind of just averting her gaze.
Okay.
And yeah, he will eventually climb back up into the carriage and they set off again towards the village. I'll move you guys back over here. Any strategizing or the like you guys want to do during the travel? Now's a good time.
Ask, who's Toru? I've seemed to have missed a lot while I've been away. Like, is he good?
He's
Is he
like,
bad?
yeah,
Is he wild?
he's complicated. We can talk more once, you know, he kind of looks at Escher as like once we're away from him.
Yeah, and he's already down the road.
Okay. Donovan will kind of fill Uni in, essentially telling her about Doru, who was a vampire in a basement at a church, and so there was Doru. They met the master of this land at the funeral for Irina and the burgomasters, because I always forget his name. But yeah, Irina and her brother, they helped take him to the church to do funeral rites. Met Doru in the basement. He, busted out of there and left once he heard that his lover, girlfriend, had gone to the castle to find him, and then they met the master of the land at the funeral, and then they kind of just turned in for the night.
Oh, you guys did a lot while I was gone. I thought I was gone for just a few hours.
Kind of things. I was like, it was really just like a single day, but yeah, we did wonder where you were.
I'm glad you're all right, but did you happen to see Lucas? Lucian?
Lucius?
Matthias,
Lucius. Yeah, even I don't know the exact.
You were way off.
I know.
Close.
Terrible. I'm terrible with names.
It's like, have that be in character, please.
Help me.
Okay, so Matthias? Now that you mention it, it was just me, by myself. And then I decided to pray to my beloved. And that's when I found that guy, I think his name, maybe it was, what was it? Malice, Malachi, something like that. Anyway, he found me and he interrupted me praying, but no Matthias. Oh my gods, do you think that maybe Matthias is fine? Because
He's probably with the children somewhere.
ugh, never mind. He'll be fine. So it's just like, where did those totems go, by the way? Those kids
They disappeared.
Oh, okay.
I'd say you guys will continue on for maybe another half an hour after your little meeting there. And eventually you come upon a small clearing in this where you can see where the road kind of disappears down to the southwest, but there's also a smaller road that heads off towards the northwest. On the other side of this raised platform that is kind of immediately recognized to be some gallows, which I assume everyone knows what gallows are.
Yes.
If you don't, it's where they hang people.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that everyone knows.
And not that crappy movie that people don't want to remember exists.
Yeah.
I already forgot.
Yeah. gallows humor are just jokes where they leave you hanging.
Truth. Minus 50 DKP.
Oh, come on, give him a little rope. That was a good joke.
Well, I mean, we're not tracking DKP,
Just
obviously,
enough.
so it doesn't matter. But yeah, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to stop and like look at the gallows? There does seem to be a body-like thing currently hanging from it that's kind of just gently swaying back and forth, and a little bit of breeze that's coming out from between the trees.
Yeah.
Nice aesthetic.
Yeah, he will probably like Donovan will probably take a moment to like stand at the gallows and kind of given the nature of this land, pray uh for the unfortunate man or woman who is hung here.
All right. What about the rest of you? What are you doing, Uni?
Looking at the body swaying back and forth, and she actually just kind of starts doing the same thing. She just kind of starts moving in place and swaying. Very rhythmic. He's nice.
All right, Kardama, what are you doing during this? Do you want to go climb on the body on the gallows?
No, Kardama is again staying by Arena. Kind of again staying close to defend or.
Okay. What about you, Dakota?
Probably doing the same thing.
Okay. So yeah,
Gotta
Donovan
protect
goes
their
up.
charge.
Uni's
Yeah,
kind of just
girls
having
are
a
sticking
great
together.
time, while the rest of you are. Let me move you guys. Well, no, that ain't the right map. Give me a second here. Kind of put you guys where you described yourselves. Got Dakota here. Kardama there.
She will definitely say, with all of us out here around this random gallows, this feels like a trap. A perfect place for an ambush is all I'm saying.
Who would do such a thing?
Would.
Alright, I'm gonna move you guys over here.
You could probably kill the horse and carriage thing.
Oh.
Thank you. It's kind of creeping me out a little bit.
Fair enough. It does kind of have that Nosferatu slash Bram Stoker's Dracula vibe to it. Much better, thank you.
Oh yeah, totally. Thank you. So what time is it right now?
Okay, I got it. I'm sorry if I sound like a diva at this point, but it's time to I'm sorry. Alright, out of my system, I'm sorry.
And I just said all that muted. But
Oh.
it's okay.
Yes.
So when you asked what time it was, it's probably around maybe like 2:30, 3 in the afternoon. But because there is this perpetual gloomy overcast, it's still fairly, it's not as bright, despite the time of day as you might otherwise find. Though you do hear a wolf call out in the distance. And then you hear another wolf call out, but this one sounds much closer, much louder.
Okay, so it is raining, right?
It is. Oh, right. I don't know how long I was muted for, but yeah. As you guys approach the crossroad, some rain does begin to fall. It's not too heavy. It's kind of more like misting, but unfortunately we don't have that as a weather effect on here. But yeah, it's not like full-on storming at this point, so I'm actually going to stop our soundbite for that. But it is misting out here a little bit.
Okay, so the
Cardama
only
goes-
defensive. Go ahead.
Cardama goes visibly tense at the sound of the howls getting closer.
Cardama, as you kind of tense up and are kind of trying to look around to pinpoint where these howls are coming from, a sudden kind of little gust or breeze kind of hits this hanged figure on the gallows, and it kind of turns in place just enough as you look over that you catch sight of its face. But it kind of freaks you out because the face you see isn't what you're expecting. It's your face.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Yeah.
The rest of you don't see anything. It's a man you've never seen before.
Oh, okay.
Cardama, give me a willpower save.
Okay. So we'll save.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Cardama, between the wolf howls, which are getting closer, and seeing your own face and your own kind of half-rotting body up on the gallows, hung. And you know, you've lived kind of a thieverous, life. Perhaps you even have some friends that have been hung. So it kind of just, creates this very vivid picture in your mind. And you are kind of just frozen in place for the time being. Everyone
Can
else,
I
give
tell?
me some blind perception checks.
Blind. That's not blind.
Oh. How do I blind it?
There should have been...
When
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, when if you're doing it from your character sheet, right? Oh, there you
Yes.
go. You figured out.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
So, Dakota, you immediately notice the first tell Cardama was already getting a little, worried. You could tell she was getting a little anxious, kind of glancing around a bit wildly. You can kind of see it in her eyes. And then you notice the little breeze that comes through, and you see her staring at the body and hear a howl again, and she just kind of crouches down in place with like her hands over her head and just seems to completely shut down. And Donovan, you notice just in time as a shadowy creature that was underneath the kind of the shadows on the gallows itself of this swinging figure. You notice basically that the shadow no longer is lining up with the swaying that this body is doing, which means, you're obviously not surprised or anything, and we go to initiative.
Nice.
And Uni, you don't notice anything, sadly. Your second roll was not great.
It was worse than the first.
There is some lovely, like, mold or something over here, and you're like, oh, that's nice.
Am I rolling 2 or am I too frightened to do anything?
You can roll, but you'll need another willpower save to actually act on your turn.
Okay, so roll initiative now though.
Yep.
Okay.
Now they like me. Okay.
Oh, let me roll for this gentleman here. All
he
right.
he is potentially about to get curb stomped.
So let me go here. All right, Uni. What would you like to do?
First, do I even notice anything?
Donovan rolled well enough on his perception that I'll say he has time to at least say lookout or something.
Yeah.
Some other quick, like, 3 to 5 word response to get you
Yeah.
guys.
I was
Just
like,
forgot to roll here.
look out on the gallows.
Okay.
On
So,
the gallows. What the nine hells is that? Can she tell what it is?
You could do a recall knowledge if you wanted.
I'm gonna do that real quick.
All right, so go. You can either do a religion or occult.
Legion, let's go. What the hell are you? I want to hero point that. Okay.
All right, yeah,
Okay.
go
I forgot
ahead.
about hero points.
I mean, gotta use them.
Okay. 16. Does that do anything?
Give me 1 second here. Um. You are pretty sure you should know what this is. You have read about it before, but for some reason you are having a difficult time pinning down exactly what it is.
I feel like I know what that's supposed to be, but I don't quite remember. I mean, it's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, it's on my brain. Let's see.
I
Okay.
mean, you could use another action to recall knowledge again, or just swing away.
She's gonna step back for so she's not close enough, and she's gonna be like, let's see, I'm going to recall from back here what exactly it was. Give me a moment. Okay, all right. So I think is there. It's there. I know it's there. Don't worry, Donovan. I will eventually get it. I promise. And that's my turn.
Yep, and that'll be all 3 actions. You recall knowledge, you don't quite get it, you move, keep thinking, you still it's right there. It's so close. So very close.
oh man.
Alright, well, I actually had time to set up his sheet. Tristan will cast some sort of spell effect. At which point a glow kind of goes on Nyx, who once again wasn't there when you guys left town, but was back with the group shortly after you parted ways with the carriage. And she'll actually move right up there. And we'll take a swing. And we'll hit. Oops. Could have been better. We'll take a second swing. We'll miss. And Tristan is like, I agree with Uni on this. I'm going to go over there to think about it as well. I'm too pretty to die.
Let's see, let's put our minds together. We can do this. I think I have a codex or something. Let me think about this.
Kardama, give me another will save. You don't hear any howling. You will shed one of your frightens, and you have 2 actions this turn, but not a full 3-action turn.
So I could shoot it with an arrow.
You could. You could even shoot it twice if you like.
Okay, let's give that a shot. Am I at a good position, or do I need to move?
I think from where you are, I don't think it'll get cover or anything. I think you're probably okay.
Okay, so let's target and strike.
That will miss. Remember, you do have a hero point. Actually, you have 2 hero points, I think.
Yeah, I do. Let's use one and try again.
Give me that reroll. And that'll hit.
Yes.
Alright, 5 points of damage. So you watch as you take aim, kind of line it up perfectly, and you send the arrow flying at this creature. And you start to smile to yourself because your shot seems dead on, but you kind of watch as the arrow kind of just passes harmlessly through its body, and just disappears somewhere into the brush over there. Still have 1 action.
Since I'm frightened, I'm going to take cover behind Tristan.
Well played. Well played.
How do I do cover?
All right, well, I mean, moving there will be your action, but he is providing you some cover to ranged attacks from anything that comes up there anyway. So yeah, all right. So that is your action, Dakota.
So the arrow didn't work. Let's try a pistol.
All right, yeah. It will receive some slight cover because you'd have to shoot through Donovan from there. But you could certainly reposition off to the side to get a better shot if you like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, my home thing anyway, you can only... No reload with the condition you never attack more than twice in a turn.
What is my movement, 30 or 25?
Check here for you. You are 20. How are you 20?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
How am I 20?
I'm not even sure how you only have 20 feet of movement.
Is it the armor?
What?
I have hide armor.
Oh, it is the armor, actually.
How is?
Yeah.
Yeah, some armors have a strength requirement.
To be fair,
And-
I feel like you probably just didn't know because I know you are new. You would probably... I'm going to switch your armor because you would probably just be wearing leather armor, which is... you have the dex to wear leather anyway, and you're kind of wearing, like, your leather duster coat, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, I think you were just probably from the Friday game. She wears the hide, and I think you might have just... So yeah, you're good. You have 25.
Okay.
Because you should definitely have 25. I don't think
That's
you
all
would.
better.
Yeah.
Ew.
I know new people sometimes, it happens.
Yeah, we suck.
That's not even bad. Dude, honestly, it's a lot to learn. Like, Pathfinder has
It is.
so much more stuff than, like, 5e. It really is. It's a lot to take everything in, so...
It really is. It really is.
Like, I learn stuff every week, too, so...
And then they come out with more books, and I'm just like,
Dude, I know. I'm still trying to catch up on the last book. I've been learning it as Bard plays it in the Friday game, the Exemplar thing. Alright, we'll figure it out as we go. We'll barely miss. Do have a hero point.
Yep, hero point.
Alright, let it fly. Let's hit some big rolls here.
How do I re-roll again?
So what you want to do is right-click where it says the 1d20 plus 12, and it'll be reroll using hero point. on a little pop out, the little pop up thing that pops over it. And that is going to hit. Give me some damage. Should take aim with your pistol. You shoot him. Once again, it just kind of... The bullet kind of just phases through and hits this tree.
Hmm.
You take another shot, maybe he got lucky.
Sure, let's
Or you could go hide
take care of my
behind Kardama.
curiosity. That's true.
I
That is
mean,
very
you
true.
don't have quite enough movement to get
Moving
there, but you might be able to
Yeah.
go hide behind. No, yeah, you'd be able to get to there, but you're not going to be able to. You could hide behind Donovan, maybe.
Yeah. No, I'll shoot.
All right, yeah, all right. Give me an attack roll. I do hope the Pathfinder module updates with the Guns and Gear remaster stuff soon. Because your damage should be slightly different now. It should be 1d6 plus 1d4. And no more just flat plus 1. That'll hit. Gunslinger's got some really nice stuff in the remaster book. So did Inventor. Unfortunately, it's kind of just do the same thing. Just kind of phases right through its body.
Okay, can I shout out that it's
That
immaterial?
You certainly can.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
All right, shout it out. Let's hear it.
Yeah, nothing's hitting it.
All right, Donovan.
Well, he's gonna kind of look back and it's like, you're kind of let out a sigh. It's like, oh, well, let's see if we can dissuade it of that notion. And he's gonna try and smack it.
All right. Big smack. Let's go. That is not the big smack we were aiming
That is
for.
not a big thing.
Nope, but I will use a hero point to reroll that.
All
Oh
right.
man, you know it's a bad night when we're all doing that.
That is going to critical hit.
Right? Yay!
Oh yeah, so also
Definitely.
I forgot to mention this, but this just reminded me. If you use your hero point on an attack, if you roll less than 10, you get to just add 10 to that roll.
Oh, really?
Yes, because it's not very fucking heroic
Oh.
to use your hero point and miss twice.
Aw,
Fair.
sweet.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So that'll
So he
hit.
does. Yeah, so
That does damage.
he's got some persistent vitality damage if that does anything. But he kind of smirks a little bit. It's like, yeah. It's like you're not truly as formless as you ask. And he kind of will, while saying that, he will do a demoralize. So,
Oh, give me some sweet demoralization.
That immediately made me think of Vicious Mockery. You're short, motherfucker, and nobody likes you.
yeah, that was a critical failure. Oh damn.
Ouch.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I didn't mean for that to work on you, Donovan. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he'll bring it back around town to try and smack this thing, and yeah, it's a bit harder time hitting it the second time through.
Yep.
That vicious mockery worked too well on me.
yeah. All right, so the creature.
Okay, look.
Ooh.
As Yuna is still trying to think of what it is, it is going to make its first strike on Donovan, who fucking walloped the hell out of it with a critical. He is going to miss will then make a second attack against Nyx with these you see the little, or actually, did I show you guys this cool? It's got these kind of whipping tendrils,
Nice.
or tentacles, you might say, on his back that he actually attacks Donovan and Nyx at the same time with. And that will actually, okay, getting the retribution in there. Let me roll some damage for him. Oh shit, he rolled some big damage too. So it's reduced by 5?
Yes, by 5.
Alright, so math.
8 damage.
Yep.
Alright, and he'll swing his sword around for a wallop and miss.
Alright.
Why is it not targeting that anymore? Interesting. But yeah.
Then that's obviously not gonna work. I think it's probably just gonna. Actually, it's smart enough to. It's going to step to get out of flank. Or Dakota, give me a high or low. What are you feeling?
Let's go high.
All right. That is going to be a low. It's actually going to go straight to Dakota.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, it is out of actions, but it is going to go that way. Uni.
Okay, so I actually am gonna use just to see if I can. Do I know it now?
This is a shadow. It is an incorporeal undead. What else can I tell you? You do know that these creatures are particularly resilient to a great many forms of damage. The exceptions being, standard stuff like ghost touch weapons, vitality or spirit damage, and force damage.
Alright, so magic can hurt it. Correct?
Say again?
Magic can hurt it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Depending
got
on
it.
the type of magic, yes.
I got it. I remember now. Okay, see, I told you. Just wait, and it would come to me. I told you. Okay, all right. So it's a shadow. We're going to need a lot of magic. Okay, I might have something. Give me a moment. Just okay. All right. So let's see. I don't know how to drum a line. I want a line. Take it. Okay. All right. So I'm not gonna move.
If you go on the left side, there's like a ruler. I think you found it. Yeah.
Okay. All
It's
right,
like the
all
third
right.
option
So,
down. You can just.
Okay, so she's still gonna stay in her little deal here, but I have a straight shot. Okay, I'm going to try this one thing. Learned it a little while ago. Let's go. And she throws a divine lance at the shadow.
Okay.
Okay, right. Cast. Cast.
Yep, you gotta hit the attack on there.
Oh. Snap! Where's it? So I gotta roll for it?
Yeah.
No, it's in the chat messages.
Yeah, there's
where
an
you just put
attack button.
Yeah, hit the attack button on it.
Oh my god, so much happened.
Yeah, you need to be constantly scrolling down on this.
Okay, alright, sorry about that.
That is going to hit.
Yay!
So now hit the roll damage thing on the top box again.
Roll damage.
And let's see what happens.
Damn near max.
It dissipates into nothing. Just as you hear.
Great.
And these three gentlemen here pop into view.
Oh, God.
Let's roll them out there. Uni, give me a blind perception, as it'll be a free action.
Blind. I have no hero point. So, okay. Blind.
And unfortunately, you do not notice the wolves.
Fine.
You were so excited, you just blasted this thing. And technically, your turn's over because that was 3 actions. But yeah, you just don't notice. Wonder if Tristan notices. Let's see. Yeah, he notices. I'm gonna say that he spends an action to kind of just. I feel like it's Tristan to be like, and then just point at the wolves. You know, he just clears his throat really loud, and then just points across the way. I'm sure Kardama's eyes will light up on her turn. And then, yeah, I think he might do that. He's gonna cast this. I'll put a little bless on himself. And then we'll move to there. So move there. That is his turn. Kardama. I'm going to need another will save.
Uh-huh.
It might have been better had he not pointed to the wolves. But
Uh-huh.
you managed to pull yourself together a bit more. You feel horribly uncomfortable, but you manage to, you know, essentially steady yourself. You can act as normal.
Great. Wolves. Awesome. Let's see. She's already got her bow out, so maybe I think we're gonna move to maybe closer to where Dakota and Nyx are.
Okay.
And we're gonna shoot the closest one.
Oh, yeah. Kind of catch sight of him, you know. Crouch down,
It's all chunky boy.
creeping in, and then you have this guy currently following them.
He is not so chunky.
Yeah, that one looks scarier.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
even though it's leaner, it's also easily 2 to 3 times larger than the white ones.
Oh,
Okay.
good to know.
Yeah, we're gonna go for the closest one though.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
Oh, thank God.
That is gonna hit. Roll me some damage. All right, take his damage. You do manage to land a shot on it. It mostly just kind of grazes against its shoulder. It does
Okay.
some damage, but it doesn't like stick. But it definitely did
Okay.
some damage.
Do we still have another action?
You do. You used 1 action to move
Can
and 1
we-
action to attack. You can attack again if you
So
like.
we can. Let's go again.
All right.
We just want to kill the wolves.
And that will hit by 6. You forgot to use the map, but that'll hit anyway.
Oh, my bad. I'm
No, you're
sorry.
good.
And then damage.
Yep, hit damage for me. Like you hit it by +6, even with the map, it's still going to be a hit. Another
Okay.
3.
Another 3.
Yep. Okay. Gives it another nick again. All right, and we'll go to Dakota. Dakota, shit is going down. what do you do?
I will take a shot at the closest one.
All right, target him for me. Oh shit. That's a critical hit.
Oh. Very
Nice.
nice.
Roll some sweet critical hit damage.
Dakota's got the rolls tonight.
Right.
She has been rolling pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't jinx me.
She has been rolling pretty good.
I told you not to jinx me.
All right, solid shot that actually causes it to reel back and let out a little yelp in pain, but it is still up.
Another shot.
All right, give me another shot.
You miss.
Will miss. You have one more action? You want to run and hide behind Kardama?
I can shoot one more time, right?
Well, you already shot twice. That's the
Oh,
that's
it.
that's the rule for no reload.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You could just do a commando roll through this thing's corpse if you want. It wouldn't serve any purpose, but it would look cool.
And I'd get all bloody and icky though.
Well, I mean, it dissipated into shadowy nothingness, so you just get muddy.
Ow.
That's so
I
much.
don't want to ruin my coat.
Exactly.
It's true. I mean, you could tactically fall back, maybe.
I think I'll actually stand my ground.
Okay. So Dakota's gonna stand her ground. Donovan.
All right. So first move is there. And then yeah. Gonna go step there, and
Very
then
good.
demoralize on this one.
Alright.
All right, and that is his turn.
Alright. You have, I
He's
assume,
placing
you
himself in
have
the front.
intimidating glare?
Intimidating
Okay.
glare. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah. So he just stares down the damaged wolf, and it's just like, yeah, it's just kind of a, as he places himself in front of the other three, I was like, yeah, just try it.
That sounds good. These two are going to act at the same time. Same initiative roll. This one... Which movement do they have? Let me double check. It's going to move... I looked at its movement and I already forgot what it said. That's funny. It's going to move to there and make a Jaws attack. Or not. But he is going to try.
A Jaws attack?
Yep, he bites.
Right.
You know
Oh, a
Jaws?
jaw attack.
Yeah, what'd you
Why
think
don't you just
I
call it
said?
a bite?
Jaw. Well, because it's on his sheet, it's literally called Jaws. He'll miss twice.
Oh.
The larger one will also move in. Actually, no. And it is going to attempt to bite Kardama.
course.
I'm gonna try to give her the chomp chomp. That is going to hit. He'll take a thingy. It's an interesting thing he has. Right,
and
let me roll his
so-
damage real quick.
Yep.
Gonna give you 13, reduced down to 8. 25 he'll be at. That'll hit.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Get those bad doggos.
10 or 9? 10, no, he takes 10. For some reason, you hit this thing, but it does not do the damage you expect it to do.
Huh.
Whether from its size or its thick musculature, like your weapon kind of like, you feel like you would have landed a solid hit, but a lot of the force is actually deflected.
Okay.
It is then going to grab a hold of Kardama. And is going to attempt to drag her away.
I was gonna say, can I roll for
It hits you. It doesn't. There's no roll. It auto grabs, and it pulls you away. That is his turn.
No! That's my bestie.
I know.
The other wolf
It will be your turn next.
And I'm pregnant.
is going to, almost like they know that Kardama might not like wolves.
Right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Are wolves supposed to be that smart? Luckily, he's rolling poorly. He's kind of, the bigger wolf is dragging you away, and the other one kind of runs around and is snapping at your, at the toes, the backs of your legs as you're getting dragged away, but it's not finding any real purchase.
It is your turn.
And that guy's dead. I thought I told it to remove those. Uni, you are up. Bro, he's dead.
Kid.
Stop rolling for persistent damage. Let me just remove him from the initiative.
Since we've been walking for a while, we haven't really rested, right?
No.
Damn. Okay. That's a cantrip, so that's fine. Okay. Immediately, Uni is like, God, no! And throws another divine lance at the big doggo.
Target him for me and then click that attack button.
Okay, alright. Targeting him.
When specifically remember when target, you gotta click on it and then press T.
Yeah, and then push T. It'll do a little dot on the top of its thing. And, yep, you've got him targeted.
Yay! Okay, alright. So just immediately jumps into action. Got it! I know! And crap! I got a scroll. Let's see. There we go. Alright. So, attack.
And that is going to critical hit.
Yay.
Touch my thing!
Dang. Tristan says you're welcome for that +1 that got you the crit. Smug
Can I
grin.
play with your cards later?
Alright. Yeah, we'll hit roll damage and we'll just double it because it's gonna crit, so.
Okay.
9 will double that. Once again, the creature's hide kind of takes the impact of some of it, but you definitely landed a solid hit on this thing.
Mm.
You have 1 action left.
Let's see. Maybe I should make it a pop-out window. Alright, yeah, go ahead. Pop up. Let's see. Okay, alright. So went ahead and did that, and damn, I was hoping I could do that from a distance, but I can't. So, she's also gonna throw up a shield around her just to be on the safe side.
Alright, yeah. Throw it in the chat. We'll apply the effect to you.
Weasel in business.
We're
Oh.
waiting for you to throw it in the chat.
Yeah, just
in-
click cast on it in your thing. It'll put it in the chat, and then I'll drag the effect onto you.
Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh. Like, it hurts.
There you
There we
go. Alright, so we'll give you shield.
Apparently he doesn't want to be a pop-up.
Oh yeah, if you're trying to cast off of the pop-up one, that's how the pop-up is still broke. Sadly.
Oh.
Yeah. I think we learned that last time. Alright, so that is your turn. How much movement does Tristan even have? I have no idea. There we go. He will move to there to give everyone bless. At the same time, I think Nyx will move there. And she will make 2 attacks on the giant wolf. If my rolls hold up. I've been rolling pretty good for the enemies and for.
Like, I'm so good, I'm hitting myself.
Right.
Again, its body kind of, absorbs a bit of it, but it did some damage. Got through. No, I am like whether I'm rolling for the enemies or for the NPC guy, like I'm hitting like every single attack almost. It's actually impressive. I wish I could roll like that in Luke's game that I play in. Because I like in his game, I think I missed like 6 of 8 attacks last week. Like it was just a miss barrage. That is his turn. Kardama.
Yeah, that's not loud.
You are currently grabbed. This thing has your side in its mouth and is currently dragging you towards the forest. You do still get to take actions. I think you have to make a flat check. Yeah, DC 5 flat check if you want to take a manipulate action. Or you could just try to escape if that's something you're interested in. Will just be your you'll target him and roll a escape action, which will be your acrobatics versus his reflex.
Yeah, can we do that?
Yep.
I don't know
So
how to do
you
that.
might have to add the thing to your actions, but there should be one called escape or something similar. You know what? Just roll roll your acrobatics, and I'll just tell you if you made it.
Okay.
I forget the exact name of the thing, but yeah, it will be a DC 18 to escape his grab.
So how do I do that? Because
So just go to your proficiencies and just roll the acrobatics.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
I mean, you're pretty acrobatic. You have a really good chance of escaping, I'd say. And yeah, you spend 1 action. You do free yourself from its mouth, and you have 2 actions left.
I can escape.
Run.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
That is a viable action.
So I'm going to go over back towards these guys. How many? I
Yeah,
can go
hide behind
45
Tristan.
feet. Exactly.
How
Great
rude.
job.
He's
Great
trying to help
plan.
you.
He is helping by using
He's
himself
gonna help. He's got
as
blood
a,
up. I'm going to him.
shield.
All right, yeah. I mean,
See?
you can move over there.
I'm injured. I'm getting out of there.
All right, so something that probably surprises all of you. Because, I mean, you guys are adventurers. You guys have probably fought wolves before. But this thing actually takes a reactive strike against her as she runs.
Oh, of course.
Which, if you know,
Oh,
you'd
no.
understand that that's kind of strange for an animal. It does miss, but it does try to take one last snap at you as you run away. You used 1 action to do that. You have 1 more action left.
I'm going to try and hit this one over near Donovan
Oh,
with an
yeah.
arrow.
Target it for me and then do a roll here.
Is it still strike?
Yeah, it'll actually, your first thing, use your first map for escaping, so it'll be at the -5 or 4, depending on what kind of weapon you're using.
So the short bow, the plus the map
It
-5.
it'll
Okay.
it'll be the middle one, yeah. Escaping technically
Okay.
counts as
As an
I
action.
forget,
Okay.
yeah, I forget
Here we
what
go.
they consider it to use the thing,
7.
but
Oh,
will miss.
that
You
was
do
almost a
still
1.
have a
Miss.
hero point though. You had 2. I think you've used 1.
Let's go ahead and use it. It leaves at the end of the night anyway.
That is true.
So, same one. Map -5.
Yep, same roll. Big money roll here. Oh, there it was.
That's better.
Yep. So yeah, it'll be a hit. Give me some damage.
And damage. Okay. Wow.
That's
So impressive.
well. I mean, you nick it again. Like you're just kind of unnerved by all of these wolves, and the fact that this large one almost dragged you away. You're having a hard time concentrating, but you're still landing hits. They're just not, quite the hits you want. Dakota.
I'm gonna shoot the big feller.
Oh yeah, target him and do your thing. That is going to be a critical hit. Dang, Dakota's dice are on fire. They're better than mine right now. She rolled like 3 crits already,
Now
3 or
jinx
4.
me. What did I say before?
All right,
No
solid
jinxing.
hit. Kind of recoils back a little bit, but is still up. In fact, you swear
Another
it kind of sets its eyes on you, and you've never seen a wolf do this, but it kind of pulls back its jaw into what can only be described as a grin.
No,
No.
I don't like you right now.
All right, Dakota, you still have 2 actions.
I'm shooting.
All right,
Maybe I'll kill it.
and that will hit.
Not a crit though.
No, just regular hit.
I'll still damage.
Oofs.
Oh,
And you shoot it a second time, and the bullet, it does hit it. It doesn't even try to dodge the shot, but you were actually surprised as the bullet kind of hits it square in the chest and actually deflects away and just kind of bounces off harmlessly.
I'm gonna go hide behind Tristan.
I mean, I think you have to hide behind Kardama, but yeah, close enough.
I'll just move right there. We'll just huddle together.
All right, we'll go to Donovan. And Donovan, you especially are probably, assuming you're paying some attention behind you, which I assume you still are, being probably the most martial-minded of the group. That's not really something you've ever seen a wolf do.
No, definitely not. And he's gonna, he's like, all right, I don't want this little guy nipping at the heels, so he's gonna try and turn to swing on this guy.
All right. Dakota is stealing everyone's luck.
Oh man.
Yes, obviously.
So
Obviously.
as you swing at it and it jumps out of the way, the big wolf howls, and the little wolf is actually going to make an attack on you as well. And we'll miss. You guys just kind of are, in and out of each other's range.
Right. And he'll try and do it again because he's not very happy with the previous results.
Yep, that'll hit.
Yay.
Oh shit, solid damage too. And the wolf, sliced in two, goes down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yay.
And then he's gonna.
Go hide behind Dakota and Tristan as
No.
well, like everyone else.
No, he'll. He kind of.
Seems to be
He
the
will.
trend here.
He'll move there
All right.
to kind of place
This is
himself
a
squarely
sacrifice
there.
I'm
Yeah.
willing to make.
So he moves up. That is your 3.
You are next.
Yep.
The large wolf again does something unexpected. You know, animal-like intelligence, you wouldn't expect it to happen, but it actually goes around. Beelining for Kardama again.
Ah!
And makes a bite attack. But will miss.
Oh.
And something strange happens. It doesn't move back, but you blink and it's back where it started from.
Okay.
And it makes a bite against Donovan as well that will also miss.
Yeah, that has
It
Donovan
is your
blinking
turn.
too.
That guy's dead. Other wolf will take a bite at Donovan as well. And will almost get a crit. But not quite. It'll give you the 7, which I assume you're going to reactive. Or use
Yeah.
your thing. So you'll take 2, and you can make a strike.
Oh wait, no. I thought they were going for Nyx. If it hits me, then no.
Oh, no, yeah, it went for you. Oh, okay, so yeah, you'll take 7.
Okay.
That would be kind of mean. I do feel like that's in character.
Of course.
Not for me, but for, you know, in general. It's fine. It doesn't hit you.
Okay.
Does move around there, though, and try to take a second bite, and that is its turn. Uni.
Okay. All right. Stop going to Kardama. Let's see. So, I do realize that I didn't say I actually got my weapon out, unfortunately.
I mean, at this point, I think it's safe to assume you have it out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very sweet. Thank you. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't usually make people draw. I feel like, yeah, there's combat. You probably, you know.
Like by now, possibly. Okay, all right. Okay, so Uni is gonna go ahead and she's going to well, let's see if this does anything. Okay, hold on.
We're gonna see.
Gonna kill it with fire like chat suggested?
I would love to do that. I wish I had a fire spell. Okay, I don't need to know how big the room is. I just need fireball.
I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast fireball.
Wonderful spell. Really, it is.
I've done that before. If Luke were here, he would tell you I did it in his game. We need a way to infiltrate the hospital. Well, I have an idea. I cast fireball on you guys.
Right.
They lived. We got in the hospital. It worked fine.
Okay, so the problem I get
Yeah, let's not try that.
with this thing, oh, trust me, I'm a good shot. But speaking of shot, I want to do this certain spell.
Okay.
But I can't tell what vicinity it is. I can't tell if it's a cone or area effect or if it's just.
What spell
like
are you?
Torturous trauma.
Just 30 feet. Targets one creature.
Okay, so
just target who you want to do, cast the spell, and I'll roll its saving throw from your cast.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to check that real quick, but I think I will go ahead and cast. I will cast this on my Runser. Actually, no, yeah, it's got to be my Runser. Okay, all right. So I cast Runic Weapon on my Runser, and
Okay, it's 2 actions.
okay, and for well, uh. Well, damn, I didn't think too far ahead. God dang it. Because moving will not really do anything, and my Rodser's not really going to do anything.
I mean, the runic weapon, it lasts for a minute, so
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? YOLO! And moves to the circle.
Okay. You move up to kind of block him off.
To
Now
at
it's
least.
like regarding Tristan.
You guys are forming a nice barrier for Tristan to hide behind. Thank you.
That is true, but I am also trying to get the poppers that is trying to kill Kardama.
All right. Tristan will thank you all for your service.
Yes, you're pretty. We get it.
And he'll use an action to make Bless bigger. Right there, which will now get everyone in Bless. Cast Boost Eidolon on Nyx, which if you haven't figured out yet, I think only Bard probably has any idea what's going on with that.
yeah.
And then, yeah, I guess Nyx will probably attack the wolf while muttering in a language that I don't think anyone understands.
What language is it?
Requiem.
No, I don't have any of that.
Definitely not me.
And the wolf will go down with a yelp. She probably just used her last action to give Kardama flanking. And that is Tristan's turn. He's going to just continue radiating ridiculously, really ridiculously good lookingness, which is making all of you guys hit better.
Yep.
All right, Kardama.
Okay.
This wolf seems to have a vendetta against you.
Very much so. So we're gonna stab it.
All right.
Well, as soon as the your turn thing goes off my screen.
If you left click, it
There
should.
goes.
Yeah, it should.
It did.
Yeah.
It took a minute for it to read it, but it did.
Yeah, I think the combat ready mod is having some slight issues. It's yelling at me all the time. In that last map, because there were so many NPCs, it was just screaming at me the whole game. You're next.
Yeah, my
You're
next
next.
up won't
You're
shut up.
next. You're next. I'm like, I know. I just went 5 times. That'll hit. You are flanking too, so you get backstab on this
Oh, okay.
because
I
you
rolled
currently
already.
have the wolf flanked with Nyx. So
Okay. Did I roll correctly or not then?
hit the damage. I think it should auto do it. I think
Okay.
the module should be smart enough to do it. If not, we'll have you add it manually. But it should roll your damage and then an extra d6. So yep, it did it.
Okay.
So you will stab this wolf for 7 points of damage. Still up. You have 2 actions left.
Okay, we're gonna stab it again.
Okay, give him the stab.
You really don't like this wolf? Oh, well, we missed.
1 more action left. It's a
Stab him
bold
again.
strategy, but you could potentially stab Dakota or Uni.
No, I think I'm gonna stab
Okay,
the wolf,
I'm just
not my friends.
Look,
Yeah.
He is
He's
legally
giving you
obligated.
options.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
I know that you're new to the
Legally
game.
must
I
give me
just want to
options.
make sure that you are aware of all the things you can do. Alright, so
Okay,
those
well-
will miss. But you do get land 1 solid hit on it. It's definitely looking hurt. Dakota.
I will move.
Oh, Dakota's going
There.
into melee range.
Like I
Hey,
can't shoot.
she really likes me, so she.
I mean,
really
you
wants
could move
protecting.
over here if you want to maintain
I
your
already
range.
did.
I mean, or you
Yeah.
could point blank him, dude. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're hardcore like that. You like hold your gun
Does that still
sideways like
give
a
me-
'90s gangster, and you know.
90s gang. Oh,
You don't remember like '90s gangster movies where you hold
Yeah.
your
I
gat sideways and you shoot point blank?
I don't have a get.
Well, I'm
But
sorry.
anyway,
Target him and give me an
what's the
attack
difference
roll.
between point blank and range?
Well,
Is there damage difference?
you have a penalty
Or-
usually shooting point blank. Like if Karadama were to shoot its bow
Oh.
at it point blank, there would be a penalty involved. And also, I think I don't know if it's all ranged attacks, but some of them have a component where if you fire them point blank and the creature has a reactive strike, it will bite you.
Oh,
Mhm.
let's not do that.
Yeah.
I'll go right there and shoot.
All right, yeah. Can I shoot Kardama? Let me see the attack roll.
No.
All right,
No, she's my bestie.
all right.
Yes.
Shooting
Ooh,
Uni.
see,
That's a
look at that.
critical hit on Uni. Roll me some damage.
No.
Oh damn!
He's
'Cause I was
gonna get it.
Yeah, no, you hit it. Critical
Oh, I
hit.
didn't mean to shoot her. Well, you
Ro-
already did. I'm sorry.
Roll me some critical hit damage. Big damage.
Big damage.
Uni, you
Eh.
take 12 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm
No,
just
you
kidding.
did not.
The wolf takes 12 points of damage. It's still up, but it's looking hurt.
Let's shoot again.
Looking hurt.
Shoot it again. Its soul is still dancing.
Oh my!
Oh.
Are you cheating? What is going on here?
I cannot cheat.
You're stealing
Wow.
everyone else's
I was.
luck.
I'd
You
be
guys
doing
should
better
all
as
be
a dungeon
mad.
master.
Look,
You, the DM's been rolling really well.
the
all night,
rest of
so
you. Look,
it-
I'm just saying, if you guys were to kill Dakota, you would free her luck back into the game.
Wow! Oh my goodness!
That is not the
No,
way things
just
All right,
work.
No.
roll me some critical damage. I mean, you're killing all my luck. Look, they're all dead all over the place. And
Totally a personal problem.
the wolf will go down.
He just dead.
Yes.
And we will end the encounter.
Uni immediately
Well,
goes over to Kardama.
My holster.
Okay, Uni's gonna do an immediate medicine check on her because you know how well that goes.
All right, yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
Roll
be
me,
all right.
roll me some treat wounds.
Don't worry, I
Uh,
know what I'm doing.
All of us?
Oh no, just Uni I think is treating
Oh,
that'll
trying to
succeed. Roll
treat
me 2d8. And it does it's like 10 minutes go by during this so that is what Uni's doing. Kardama, for the most part, you just kind of have to sit there and endure. What are the rest of you doing? What are you doing, Donovan? During the 10 minutes?
Yeah, he's probably checking the bodies to see if partially for like any signs of like anything like off about the creatures. Now that they have a like yeah, they have a breath, but yeah, just kind of checking the bodies, making sure that there's no other surprises coming, just kind of that kind of sort of stuff.
Alright, so you go through, you check the bodies, no breathing, no movement. The shadow creature basically just kind of full disappears. Kardama, you could heal. Dakota, what are you doing during the 10 minutes?
Can I go check out the corpse hanging?
Yeah. Want to go look at the corpse? Give me a
Yes, I
blind
do.
perception check. From what you can tell, based on the gear, which is obviously in really bad shape, because it seems like this corpse has probably been hanging here in the elements for a while. Looks like it was some kind of woodsman, potentially. whether from the city or maybe just somewhere in the forest. You aren't really sure, but been dead, you would guess, a couple weeks probably.
And no indication of who it was or
I mean, not really. Especially not
Not a
being
sign
from
that
here,
says-
there's no real chance of you recognizing anyone.
Yeah.
So.
this is so and so that did something stupid, so we hung her. Type thing.
Yeah, no message or anything else. Just kind of the body swaying back and
Red.
forth on the gallows.
Okay.
With your roll, though, while the rest of the people are doing what they do, you notice something strange, Dakota.
What would that be?
You kind of turn back after looking at the gallows to look back at your group, and you notice two things. The first thing you notice is that the 3 wolf corpses are gone. No blood, no body, just gone. And the second thing you'd probably notice is that despite never getting attacked by anything, Tristan currently has a wound on his side, which is strange considering he didn't get bit by anyone. Definitely looks like teeth marks, though.
Okay, I will mention that to the group. Where are the corpses and the blood? And Tristan, where did you get that wound from?
And I feel like Tristan would say in a very sarcastic tone, I tripped. It's clearly a wolf bite mark in his side, though.
Very suspicious.
Donovan kind of nods regarding the wolf bite, though. You said Nyx is still there, or Nyx is gone?
Nyx is still there. Nyx
Okay.
did get bit. Nyx looks pristine. No blood, no wound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did she get bit in the same spot that Tristan
Yeah.
is showing?
Mm-hmm.
Aha.
Bit.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah. So he kind of notes that. He's like, he kind of notes that, and kind of maybe even nudges towards it. But he, as for the wolf bodies disappearing, he kind of just shrugs. It's like, at this point, I assume that it's the quirk of this place. After the man and his horse and those 2 bodies vanished.
Wait, who's went after this girl? Get at her!
I didn't do it during the fight. I didn't roll her, but she kind of would probably have run behind the wall here and is currently cowering, just peeking over the side of this ruined wall. Once the fight is over, she'll probably come out. She does have a sword on her hip and is wearing what looks to be a breastplate, but you get the feeling just kind of looking at her that, fighting's not...
It's just for show.
Yeah, like the armor's for a little bit of protection, but, being the Burgomaster's adopted daughter, you get the feeling that, combat's not really her thing. Leaving town's not really her thing.
Okay, this is where Uni is going to go up to her, looking a little huffy, and she's going, "Hello. We have been walking together for a while. My name is Uni. Your name is?"
Oh, right, we haven't met yet. I'm Irina.
Irina. Lovely name. Absolutely fantastic. Number 1 rule in this place, you do not leave the group. Okay?
Says that's
Ever.
probably a good idea. I'll hide behind Tristan.
Yes. Use meat shield. That's what he's here for. Okay? Alright? Use that to your advantage. But never leave the group again. Understand? And if you are part of the group, get that sword out no matter what. Understand?
and she kind of nods and reaches down to kind of lay a shaky hand down on the sword, and you kind of see her do like like a little gulp. Okay, I'll
All right. Hmm?
I'll 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 do that.
Good. Because even if you don't know how to use it, and we'll teach you, what you need to do is at least look intimidating. So until you get that spine, you keep your sword out and you stay with the group.
And
Understood?
She'll just kind
Arena?
of nod her head a few more times.
Good. All right, Donovan, I help you with your stuff now. I stitch you up.
Donovan would have been starting to work on that himself. Actually, he's actually didn't use any of his stuff, so he would have just healed himself with a lay on hands.
Yep, that's reasonable.
Yeah, so I know it's just automatically 12, so I just punted that on.
Yep.
One more thing, Irina. You want to stay next to fucking Dakota. She knows what she's doing, okay? All right, I go stitch up Donovan.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
yeah. Just putting that out there to have it
yeah.
count as
Yeah.
used. But Donovan, like as she approaches, he's already like his hands on his uh, on the spot where he got bit by the wolves and or by the shadow. I actually forget what hit him, but he's like kind of looks over as like I appreciate it, but you know, I have some power on to stitch up my own wounds.
You'll probably need to save up on because look, I have needle and threads right here.
Yeah, Tristan's just
and
gonna eye Uni suspiciously. All right,
kind
I
of
think we've rested long enough. We should get moving.
If you say so, face.
Yeah, you guys
You
will.
call him face.
Unless there's anything else you want to look at here. I assume you guys are gonna take the little trail off road.
Yep.
And I put a hand on Uni puts a hand on Cardama's back and it's just like, it's okay. It's okay. We'll protect you, okay?
Thank you. Just wolves are not my favorite animal.
Well, you just had to throw that in, didn't you?
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah,
She
Yeah.
it's like
tenses
saying
again.
Strahd.
It is true.
Uni, you should say the name.
Strahd? Oh, there's power in that name.
Yeah, not in a good way.
You just weren't here to last time when we had that happen, so I thought it would be fun to have you know that happens when you say that name.
Indeed.
Shoot, I would say it again. Lord Strahd!
And
I think Uni would just keep saying it just for that.
Probably, and that's
Probably. Chanting it along the road as we're walking.
Yeah, another young Frankenstein.
Oh my god, Brian, yes.
and it gets louder
Louder.
Frau Brucha.
and louder as you go.
Right.
Good times.
Yeah, you'll spend the next couple hours going through the forest, and while the mists kind of do pull in a little closer than they had been, it feels somewhat more reassuring as they kind of pull in closer to the road, just leaving you this corridor, which at least in your previous experiences has kind of been a sort of safe passage, um, at least until they close in fully.
right.
But yeah, you guys will, just as it kind of begins to darken to the point where you're starting to wonder if you're even going to make it, um, you see light in the distance. And Tristan kind of calls back and says, "We're here." And I'm going to put you guys on this map real quick. Got Dakota, we got Donovan, got Kardama, and we got Uni. Put you guys down here. And Tristan kind of just walks up, and there's a fairly large group around this bonfire. I'm kind of just chatting
Gypsies.
away with one another. And Irina, whether she's maybe taking Uni's advice about looking confident, just kind of strides right up there with him and takes a seat by the fire.
Is it meant to be this dark?
It shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to me. Like on the stream cam, it's not that dark. Is it?
Like
It's
I can.
blacked out
Yeah, it's
for
blacked
me.
out for anything except for the
Yeah.
I
light
think that
sources. It's
might
black.
be. Well, it is full nighttime now. By the time you guys roll up, so yeah, you're only really able to see around the light sources.
Well, that's weird because I can see just fine.
Well,
You have night vision.
you're a fletchling. Yeah, you have full color night vision.
Nice.
Like I can't see if I'm sitting on anyone
I
where
have
I put
low
my
light
token.
vision and I can barely see. Okay.
Yeah, low light vision is why you can it like Foundry automatically does it, but you can see a little better. But no, you're fine right there, Donovan. That's on the other side of
Okay.
Tristan here. I'm kind of sitting on this log here, and Tristan does kind of motion you all over. I might need to widen this circle a little bit to get everyone in there, but we'll throw Uni over here. Yep. We'll pull Tristan out a little bit, pull Donovan out a little bit. We'll squeeze Dakota in here somewhere. Dakota sits on Irina's lap. There we go. Everyone's in there. And this gentleman here, after exchanging a couple words with Tristan as they approach, he kind of stands up and walks over. He says, friends of Tristan and Esmeralda, you're welcome in our camp. Please join us. And they're currently a number of people, some of which you recognize. You recognize the 3 women from the tavern in Barovia Village the other night. And then just a bunch of people you've never seen before. That'll kind of give you a polite nod. This gentleman here will actually kind of disappear into the tent here and will eventually bring you guys back these bowls of stew. Like it looks like bits of rabbit, potatoes, lentils with some parsnip, as well as like these thick pieces of flatbread, and kind of offer them to everyone in the group, as well as bringing out a few bottles of wine, which obviously all of them have already been partaking in. But making you guys, telling you guys to feel comfortable. You're safe here. Tristan will kind of address this guy here, who will introduce himself as Stanimir, and say they were actually hoping to meet with Eva if she's not busy. I actually need to speak with her as well. And he'll just kind of nod and smile. He says, "Oh yeah, she's expecting you. I'm supposed to send you along after you guys finish eating."
Why does the music sound all sinister? Like,
That's a good question. Hold on.
there we go.
That's not the right song.
Okay.
The song we actually
Like-
want. Give me 1 second here. I don't know if it's this one. Hold on. I have a lot. Nope, it's not that one either. This is. I should really break these up into by zone for my own benefit. Nope, that's not the right one. Might be this one.
It's like they're giving us this food. It's a warm fire. Sus! The music makes it sus.
Yeah.
I think this might be the one, but we may have to wait a sec for it to get going. You know what? We're going to use this one.
There.
You can go look at the music tab to see what's playing, and you'll realize that this is a safe place.
Okay.
All right.
As that is the
I don't
name
believe
of
you.
the song.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, 9 hells, I'm starving. Let's go.
Yeah,
And
you
you
get
just
they'll
start singing.
feed
Alright.
you guys. Everyone will introduce themselves, and they'll kind of go around in a line. Stanimir will start first. You get the feeling that he's sort of like probably um, not. You get the impression that he's not the leader of the camp, but he's definitely up there in the pecking order, as it were. And he'll introduce this woman here on his right as Eliza, who's actually currently visiting from another land as well, though she's still part of the overall Vistani family. And she just kind of gives you guys a nod and a smile. Um, and he'll introduce this gentleman up here as Arturi. Also from Mordant, which Tristan and Esmeralda had made mention of. Um, it doesn't seem like him and Tristan know each other, though, but, he introduced himself, also kind of traveling through here. The other guy up there is Luvash. Is from these parts, and he'll introduce himself that he's from the main tribe that's actually settled, or one of the main tribes that's actually settled near Valaki, but he was just out this way to talk to Eva and is planning to head back that way in the morning as well. Alinka, you guys met at the tavern except for Uni, so we'll re-give her introduction. Alinka there. We have Mirabelle next to her. And then Sorvia next to her. And then, you guys will probably
Fun.
go around, introduce yourselves as well,
Yes.
while eating your food. And, a bit of small talk. While you guys are eating, Stanmir's really curious about where you guys are from. So he'll ask questions like, oh, especially once Tristan kind of lets him know that the mists abducted you from somewhere. Esmeralda had some idea where some of you were from, but the rest of you, it's anyone's best guess how you got here or where you even came from. And, everyone kind of watches on, sipping their wine, eating food with you guys as well. And Stanimir says, well, since we have so many people gathered, this seems... Well, once you guys meet with Eva, of course, but I think this would be the perfect opportunity for a new game of stories. And he kind of looks at everyone that's present, and for the most part, everyone that's there kind of nods and smiles in agreement. And Tristan will kind of explain to you guys while you're eating. He says, it's a game we play. Usually, if you're a visitor to the camp, it's required that you participate. Basically, everyone wagers a small item. It's not a matter of what the item's worth. Nearly anything on your person is fine. I don't know, a lucky coin, whether it's lucky or not. A small trophy. Anything that you really feel comfortable potentially losing. And we go around. Everyone who participates tells a story. And once the story is done, we all give our opinion on the story. Is it true? Is it a lie? Or is it half true? Once everyone has made clear their opinion, we then get the answer and we keep track. At the end of the night, once everyone has told their story, whoever has the most correct guesses gets to keep all of the items everyone threw into the pile.
Okay. point? Is the point to lie or not to lie?
It's up to you. The story you
The-
tell can be true, it can be a lie, and it's up to us to give our best guess. Like, perhaps I tell a story that's entirely false. Anyone who says my story's a lie gets a point for that round. Whoever has the most points wins.
Gotcha. Okay.
He says, so this gives you, think about what kind of story you want to tell during dinner. And after you guys meet with Eva, we'll get out a few more bottles of wine and we'll go around and play the game. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Who doesn't love a little lie now and then?
And that is actually where we'll pause for tonight, since it gives you guys until Tuesday to craft your story
Awesome.
for the game, as well as think of something your character might have on them. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to have monetary value. Maybe your character carries I don't know, a handkerchief, a random earring that you're wearing. Just something to put in there for like RP purposes.
Shiny brass necklace?
That could work. Yeah, that you took from the house. Just something you want to put in there. And when we pick up next week, we'll start with you guys talking to Eva and then go into the Game of Stories around the fire, and then we'll see where we get after that. Since Game of Stories usually takes... Like, I'm going to guess we might spend most of next session just in the camp, so...
Okay.
Works for me.
Yep.
Works for me.
Yep. I expect some good stories, though. Don't come back with, like, a paragraph. Like, I want a good story here.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, we can't just make it up on the fly.
I will say that for particularly good stories, hero points are on the table. So... Plus...
So for making it up on the fly, we get an extra hero?
For making it up on the fly, because I'll probably be able to tell, you probably won't get a hero point. But who knows?
Oh.
Maybe some of you guys are actually good at it. I don't know. I mean, it's a fun little thing. You guys are all role players, right? You guys write stuff. I would expect all of you guys to take this as I'm going to write the fucking greatest story of all time. I mean, I'll have you know that, like, I already wrote Tristan's story, and it's pretty long. I know Bard has heard some of the stories that I've changed. Stanimir's story is maybe like a couple paragraphs. Arturi's story is much longer. Eliza's story is probably 3-4 paragraphs. Tristan's story is probably like 5 or 6, if not 8. So,
Okay.
Plus, you want to win the pot, right? The big pot of whatever they throw in. We'll see.
Like, what's in the pot? We gotta know that first.
You guys will actually find that out next week. But there are some nice things that some of them put into the.
I mean, Kardama's a thief, so of course she wants it all.
Yeah. So Kardama, they'll tell the stories. You guys will tell your stories. Everyone will vote. Whoever gets the most points.
Sounds
So it's
good.
kind of like a personal story, something that's happened to our character.
It just has to be a story that you have a clearly defined, it's true, it happened, it's not true, it didn't happen, or it's partially true that some of it happened.
Yeah, and you can use, because something that you to be aware of, you can use metaphors for things.
Yeah. Like, you don't, and you can even, the story could be about your character, but you use completely different names and it can still be true.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of to encourage you guys to, flex some creativity. Because some of you guys are a little too quiet and need to talk more. I'm not saying names, but I'm going to click on you.
Hey, Dakota's been freaking like slaying things. That's why she was so lucky. Okay, is
I was terrified. They were wolves. I can't talk.
That
I was
is true.
And I was
crying.
And I was too busy critting people repeatedly. No, that's not an excuse.
Exactly.
that is a very good excuse. Using other people as my mate shields.
Yep. And I'll throw up a new RP channel since you're no longer in the house in the mist. Just if you guys want to chat between
Please, please.
stuff. Some of you guys used it a
Great.
lot. Some of you guys didn't. I'm very disappointed, but I'm not going to point fingers.
well, that's because I'm not
Somebody's
used to
gonna click on you.
RPing on text, so it's kind of a thing for me to voice chat it. So
Let me draw someone else here who also didn't participate but's not actually here.
like I'm gonna get you.
He specializes in fear of vampires.
Look, what can I say? Okay, I'm good at RPing in on when it's voice to voice, but when it's like
I
text,
mean, do what you can. I think Bard usually participates, so I think he probably just got distracted. I mean, I don't expect, I know, I think last time Dakota and Kardama were both posting a lot. And there was actually a lot of lore that I think they got about the game in general. So, just chime in when you can. It's not required, obviously, but I think they got extra hero points for participation. Just stuff like that, just to give you some incentive.
Bard is excellent at RPing, aren't you, Bard?
I'm not sure how to respond to that.
Eh,
I don't think
how about to make it worse? I learned from the best.
I don't think anyone's sure how to respond to that.
I know how to
Look, you
RP,
did erect zombie
respectfully.
jokes earlier, okay?
Let me,
Erect zombies.
look, he popped multiple Viagra before he came out.
That's they say that that's what happens in rigor mortis.
See, you get it. We're on the same page, and I didn't even have to finish going there.
That's because I'm a gremlin. That's what I do. I don't make it better, I make it worse.
Yeah.
Which is just another way of saying make it better. Good job. Keep it up.
Bye.
All right.
Oh my God.
So, yeah,
All right.
we'll stop here. I hope you guys have a good night.
You too.
Have a good night.
We'll pick up next week. We'll try to throw this raid somewhere real quick before the ad break hits us in 3 minutes.
We got Razzlemeyer. So I think the other one is Bardo Azul, but yeah, it's the Brazilian one.
Damn BR Brazilians. Sorry, that was like an FPS thing back in the day.
I thought that was funny.
It was also, I think, a League of Legends thing for a bit. Never failed. My whole team was Brazilian, speaking Spanish or whatever they speak. And
Portuguese, but
I didn't know. Well, I didn't know what they were saying.
I love Portuguese because it's like a combination of Russian and Spanish, and I'm just like, I'm never gonna get that, but I love it.
And they like to say the hui in chat, the HUE. And I'm like, all right, bro, I don't know. Well, let's kill some people. And then you get toxic as fuck, and you're like, all right, I'm done playing League of Legends.
Like, you're mad again. It's all right.
All right, we're gonna send this over to Raz. I've been slowly convincing him that he should probably move to Foundry because Roll20 sucks.
It does.
We'll send that over. We'll send that over.
Actually, can you use Foundry for D&D?
You can use it for D. You
Well,
can
I
use it
mean,
for almost
regular-
anything. To be honest, they have modules for everything.
As a raid, we are raided by a party of 10. Thank
Has,
you,
D&D
Malik,
Beyond
for
had-
raid.
Problems itself.
No, honestly, and I highly recommend it.
For the bit.
And if you don't know how to set it up,
Welcome.
honestly, just tell me. I'll help you. But you can run
What's up?
5e, 3.5. I think you can even run 2nd edition D&D on Foundry, and Pathfinder 1e, Vampire the Masquerade, probably your Star Wars game, everything, just everything. So
will we do Star Wars on?
Oh yeah, you already do it there
Bounty,
already,
but,
huh? Yeah. So yeah, you know what I'm
But
saying.
his version doesn't seem to work as well as yours.
Well, he's on. Raz
I'm
is
not
actually
sure you're
using
using.
Roll20. I think that's what I'm trying to convince him to use Foundry. Or do you mean you play with someone else whose doesn't? A lot of it is
Yeah,
the
his Foundry is.
modules you have installed. Like if you go to the gears
Oh.
in the corner of mine, you'll see that we are actually
Mhm.
running 69 different modules in this game, in addition to just the
Oh
Pathfinder
wow.
module. So it's 70 total. Like we are running a lot of stuff. But that's what automates a lot of the stuff that makes it so much easier to play. So, all right, we're gonna end my stream.